Welcome to the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week right here on Fox 43.2, brought to you tonight by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. With me alongside is Ford Chapman, the head coach at Bishop McDevitt, a championship coach some years ago, and I am Gary Sutton. And tonight we've got a great backyard brawl. CD and CD East, they share the same field, they share a lot of the same kids, everybody knows each other. And Ford, when you talk about these two teams tonight, Central Dauphin comes in 5-3, 3-2 in the Commonwealth Association. On the other side, you've got CD East, who's 1-4 right now, and 3-5 overall. When we talk about Central Dauphin, is it the kind of year that they wanted to have? And when you look at them right now, they really start to build what they're going to do around a guy named Miles Copper.
Yeah, Miles Copper on offense and defense handles a lot of the carrying the football. He'll catch the ball out of the backfield, plays linebacker. And you mentioned that, are they meeting expectations? A lot of that is going to depend on these last two football games, starting with rival CD East and then Harrisburg to end the season. So far, Central Dauphin only has two losses, you alluded to Central York week 1 and also to State College. So there's a lot of football left in the Commonwealth. Copper,
a running back who averages 5.2 yards a carry. On the other side, number 3 is the number they're looking at on CD East tonight, and that's Jared Porter, and he's a guy who gets it done for the running back spot.
CD East, one of their best performances of the year, was a very tight loss to Harrisburg, but it came down to the wire. And if they can play a Harrisburg team tough like that, you bet they're going to come poised and ready to play Central Dauphin and give it all they have.
What does this rivalry mean for these two teams here tonight?
Well, the last 2 seasons, CD East has gotten the upper hand and beaten the Rams. So I think Central Dauphin is going to go in favored, probably by about 7 to 9 points. And I think if the East plays well and keeps the Central Dauphin from jamming that run down them and then mixing the run and pass, I think they have a shot.
Well, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. And, of course, we said Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency is our normal sponsor, but we also have a local community sponsor, and Ryan Hoffman and Hoffman Ford is exactly that. Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I know you've got a vested interest in what both these teams are doing tonight. You support both schools. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Again, this is a hometown for us. So, again, we obviously support both schools. Again, I went to Central Dauphin, but, again, Central Dauphin East, even when I played basketball and so, I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you know, you talk about Hoffman Ford, one of the great businesses here in the area, and we're so appreciative of your sponsorship, but you're all business here all the time. I mean, there's no playing around here at Hoffman Ford. You guys are always working hard, trying to get it done. Your guys are nose to the grindstone. That's how you work, right?
Occasionally, though, we have a little bit of fun around here. Again, these guys, obviously, look at these.
Hold on, Ryan, we got one more play.
Well, I mean,
okay.
See, we have a little fun around here.
Well, yeah, exactly right. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight with this game, and, you know, it's going to be a great rivalry. It's been a great rivalry for a long time, but one of the things we want to thank you for is being a sponsor here. Hoffman Ford is a great name right here in the area. You've been a great alumni of one of these schools, but by the same token, you also support these schools, and that's so, so important.
No, again, we're glad to support every community that we can, schools, everybody. So, again, we're here. We're part of the community. So, again, thank you.
Ryan Hoffman, one of the great guys in the area here, one of the great supporters of High School Sports Live TV. And now let's get ready for the game right here on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
And welcome to Landis Field, where they're taking care of the coin toss right now. Gary Sutton with you alongside of Ford Chapman as we're just about ready to get this backyard brawl underway. And for uniforms here tonight, let's talk a little bit about those out of the gate.
Central Dauphin coming out in the all-white with obviously the green Ram helmets with the white Ram horns. And Central Dauphin East, the home team, both teams share this field. It's the East homecoming game. They are in black helmets with black jerseys and white pants. So it's a nice contrast for this ball game.
Your officials for tonight, you see them right there. Matt Freese, the referee. Randy Smith, the umpire. Eric Aliano, the judge. Let's see, the line judge is Greg Shambaugh, and Joe Jablonski is the back judge. And we are just about ready to get this one underway. Central Dauphin and Central Dauphin East. Glenn McNamee, the head coach for Central Dauphin. On the other side, Lance Dean, the head coach for the Panthers of CD East. They are 3-5 coming to this one, 1-4 in the Commonwealth Conference. On the other side, Central Dauphin 5-3, 3-2 in the Commonwealth Conference. We'll develop some of those stories throughout the course of the evening. We're just about ready to start this one. It's High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week. And we have got this one underway as a kick down near sideline taken there by Central Dauphin. And taking that is Matteo Crummel, and Crummel around the corner. Crummel,
he has speed. He's a track runner. He's gone.
Down
Matteo
the far
Crummel.
side, and Crummel is all the way back for a touchdown. Crummel taking it back somewhere near around 80 yards. Matteo Crummel with the return. What a way to start this game with a bang.
12 seasons ago, the 2011 season, East came in with George Chomp undefeated. They were the home team. They kicked the opposite direction, and a current coach for Central Dauphin, junior Drew Scales, ran it back for 6. 12 years later, you see it again from Matteo Crummel.
We'll see in a moment here if we can get the actual place that he started the run from. Finn Garner is in to try the extra point here.
Finn is a soccer player, doubles up here in the fall with the kicking duties.
So the snap down, kick up. Kick looks pretty good. And very quickly, just like that, Central Dauphin 7-0 out of the gate on the kickoff return. Let's see if we can see that one more time here. It happened so quickly. He's going to take that right about the 18-yard line. And there it is, an 82-yard return for a touchdown. Matteo Crummel. Wow.
Good vision.
And as you
his
said,
explosiveness, he can go.
Jet speed down that far side, and Crummel takes it all the way back to the house, and right away, Central Dauphin jumps on top here at Landis Field.
Central Dauphin lost the toss on the call, so the home team, CD East, decided to defer. Central Dauphin then said, we will receive, and thus why East kicked off there.
And did they ever? Not only receive, but ran it back. 82-yard return officially here. Opening kickoff of the game, and if you're Central Dauphin, that's exactly what you want coming out of the gate. If you're CD East, you're shell-shocked. So CD will kick it off now. And doing the honors for them will be Finn Garner. Garner, a senior.
First year kicking duties.
Not a big guy, only 5'6", but got a big foot.
He can move on the soccer field. He can score.
And the ball will go across the end line. It'll be first down and 10 for Central Dauphin East as they'll get the ball out at the 20-yard line. Gary Sutton with you, Fort Chapman, our whole Invicta crew here tonight. The High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week right here on Fox 43.2. Brought to you tonight by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and also Hoffman Ford. So let's see if Central Dauphin East can get something started here and respond here on homecoming night to the quick touchdown by Central Dauphin.
Shifting to a quad set. Quad's open. Throw it out there as normal, as expected.
And a little bit quick on the throw out that time. So it'll be second down now and 10. Damaj Jala.
When we say quads, that's 4 receivers to one side. And opposite side, meaning open, to 1 receiver to the opposite side. Quarterback all alone and shotgun on that play. Now we have 2 receivers to each side.
Jallo calling out the signals here. Jallo's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. Jallo near side. Quick throw there. Off to Xavier Armstrong, and Armstrong with a short pickup. Gets about 5 on the play. It'll be up third down and 5 yards to go. The ball out at the 25-yard line for the Panthers.
On that play, the quarterback has the choice to hand the ball off or keep it. Once he decided to keep it by reading the defense, he then runs. He then has a choice, as he's not in front of the line of scrimmage yet, just to throw a little dart out there to the waiting receiver. So it's like the old wishbone option, but from a spread set.
Jallo gets his signals from the sideline.
Empty backs here, 3 to the top, to the wide side of field, 2 to the bottom.
There's Jallo looking, has a man across the middle, intercepted.
Toland, linebacker, nice drop, got under it.
Intercepted and brought down there by Xander Toland. And he grabs that one right here at the 10:57 mark of the first quarter. So once again, look at that good pass, and Toland went up and made a great athletic play to get that. Let's take a look at it again here if we can.
3 receiver route there, going to the wide side, trying to hit the curl route for the first down, and Toland was right there. Double tight set for the Rams.
Kieran Plummer, the quarterback, first offensive play of the game.
Wildcat.
As Plummer's going to go out, and it's going to be a wildcat.
Going to run right. There he goes.
And there you go, Copper. He averages 5.2 yards a carry.
He's gone.
Maybe more here. He's around the corner, and Copper going to coast into the end zone here for the touchdown. And Copper very quickly, a 34-yard touchdown run, and just like that, Central Dauphin has opened up a big lead here in the first quarter.
Copper had 2 lead blockers in the backfield with him. And he went around right end to the tight end side and got some blocking. There was no contain. Nobody set the edge for Easton. It was off to pay dirt for Copper as Finn Garner attempts to make it 14-0.
Finn Garner in for the kick now. 10:47 to go, and already Central Dauphin with 2 quick scores. That one's low, but gets through. So Garner converts. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2. There you see Copper, who averages 5.2 yards a carry, coasted into the end zone off that right side. So if you're CD East here, you're in shock right now.
Giving up an early special teams touchdown can put you in shock, and then having a turnover in your own side of the field on 3rd down, giving up a touchdown the very next play. It's a quick 14-0 hole that the Panthers have put themselves in here.
So here is Finn Garner to kick off again. 10:47 to go in the first quarter, 14-0. Central Dauphin, the Rams, up on top. Nice kick that time by Garner. It's going to be taken here by Central Dauphin East. Good looking run back out near the 25-yard line where it'll be taken down. And the run back there by number 21, that was Steven Zerbe. Zerbe coming up a little bit lame there on the right foot. And now he's sitting down in the field. Let's take a very quick break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Breaker box is toast. Recommend the whole rewiring.
Well, that sounds expensive. Is that something a home equity loan could help with?
No clue, but listen, if you're trying to make money fast, head down to the horse track and let it all ride on Old Cloud Stomper. Jockey's my cousin. Well, second.
That works for you?
It will work. It will.
Let me think about that.
Borrow better with our range of fast and easy loans. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Welcome back to Landis Field. Steven Zerbe, a little slow to get off the field. He's getting some help right now. Looks like the right foot. So first down and 10, ball at the 24-yard line here as the Panthers trying to recover from 2 very quick scores here by Central Dauphin. The Rams coming out of the gate smoking.
Expect the ball to get into Porter's hands here on this possession. Number 3, the running back. We're going to give it to him here.
Here's Jallo, handoff. Like Porter fighting his way through. Ball down at maybe the 25-yard line. Looks like he might have got about a half yard on the play. Bring up 2nd down, call it 9. The CD East team this year has had some interesting games. They lost a tough one to Harrisburg by 7. Lost another tough one to Cumberland Valley. So they've been in some ball games here this year. And they're getting out to the flat. They've got Armstrong again. Armstrong across the 35-yard line for first down out near the 40. They've gone to him for both times on the pickups.
And good blocking by Arp on the outside, the receiver. That's what sets it up.
So CD East moves the chains. They'll bring up first down and 10. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line of the Panthers.
Empty set. Bunch trips to the top.
Straight back again. This
Drag.
time looking across the middle. Got a man open. That's Porter. Porter with a little jute there. Crosses out over the 45-yard line near the 47 before he's hunted down by a whole bunch of Rams.
What East did there, they ran the 3 receivers to the wide side of field to the right, down the field, and brought number 3 dragging underneath shallow about 3 to 4 yards, and Porter got the reception and showed what he can do with his legs to pick up 7 there.
Yeah, you want to get that athlete in the open field there and let him do some running. You can see what he could do there. It'll be second down and 4 now. Ball at the 46-yard line. Here's a pitch back. Got Porter again. Porter across, first down, out past the 50 into Ram territory. Nice pitch out to Porter.
That's the guy, as we mentioned, they got to get the ball in his hands as much as possible, different ways, and they've done it here on this, their second possession of the ball game. But already down 14. Now they're across midfield, and that's what you want from me. You can't get it all back at once. You dug yourself a hole, but you can have plenty of time to get out of it.
So Jallo, the quarterback, one man in the backfield with him, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Across the middle, he's got his man again. Armstrong flashes over across the 30, inside the 20, down near the 18-yard line. Great pass, great catch by Armstrong, and CD East on the move.
Gary, if we can get a replay of this play here, it'd be great, because Wider, the linebacker, outside on the 4-4 defense, he blitzed. And you'll see him coming here off the edge, and there's nobody there underneath that zone coverage. And good call by the East Panthers.
Good pitch and catch there. Jallo to Armstrong. There again, out to the flat. He's got Porter this time. Porter with a little room to run. Porter with a couple jutes. Gets it down to the 10-yard line. Close to first down yardage. Might have come up just about a half yard or so short. Like the way CD East is moving the ball right now in answer to those first 2 touchdowns.
And I like the way Jallo's putting the ball on the money now after that interception. He's not letting that bother him. Coming back and just being confident, making it happen. Here we have a quad set to the right.
First down and goal here as the ball got down to the 9-yard line.
Backside.
Jallo looks. Jallo pinched right there at the top for a moment and brought down around the 14-yard line.
Jet Franz, senior defensive lineman, on the sack. When you have these wide open sets with 5 wide, you only have 5 protectors, center, 2 guards, and 2 tackles. And guys are going to come off that edge and hit you very quickly. So you got to throw on rhythm or run the ball from the quarterback position.
Second down and goal, this time from the 13-yard line. Loss of 4 on the play, or loss of 3 on the play, rather.
Now East is going to have a tight slot there. That's an extra blocker. Now you have 6 guys that can block to protect.
Hand off to Porter. Porter, what a move by Porter at the 10. Porter, another move down near the 5. Porter still on his feet, down to the 3. Porter getting pushed out of bounds near the 3-yard line. A lot of running on that short yard run, but I'll tell you what, showed you some great instincts in there.
Yeah, not a lot of size from number 3, but I'll tell you what, Jared Porter has a lot of heart and a lot of tenacity on that play. Very impressive.
Third down and goal now from the 2-yard line as they've made up 11 of those yards that they had lost.
I don't expect them to snap it from this formation. There are quads into the boundary, meaning on the short side of field. There's not much room there. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them moves back into the backfield or close to it. 2 of them come in there. There you go. They're going to shift out of it.
Going to put Porter back there with them, sidecar. Handoff, fakes Porter. Nope. Trying to race to the edge. And a good job there by Central Dauphin of stretching out. Now he comes back this way. Jallo might get his way into the end zone unless there's a flag down. That's a touchdown, and Jallo found a way to get a 2-yard touchdown out of nothing.
Really impressive play by the quarterback there, Jallo. One thing Central Dauphin has to do on the backside, you got to wait for and contain on that side when you see the quarterback go the other way. That was a heck of a play athletically by the Central Dauphin East offense and their quarterback. Making something out of nothing, Gary.
In to try the extra point here, Kyle Bloss. So a great piece of running there by Jallo. 2 yards, he feels like he ran about 20. Kick down, or snap down, kick up, kick good. And Bloss converts. 14-7, 6:27 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
And what a great response here by the Panthers. 9 plays, 76 yards, and a touchdown as Jallo into the end zone. He had 2 yards to go. I think he ran about 20 to get there for,
yes.
But what a great piece of athleticism there by Jallo.
That's a positive view of the program that Lance Dean is putting together here at East. The team's down 14-0, and absolutely no quit with his players, and they put a drive together that was very, very impressive, utilizing their skill guys on the perimeter, a few runs down the field, and then that quarterback, exceptional athletic move to get in the end zone.
And now 14-7 after that touchdown. Leo Flurry getting ready to kick off for the Panthers. They want to do a better job than they did last time, having to kick down there. Taking right there at the 20-yard line. Again, running back, good position out to the 40-yard line for the Rams. They're going to go good setup there as the run back by John Harris III. That's a great name to have right here in Harrisburg,
Absolutely.
right?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. His dad's an assistant coach here, great guy, and I have John in class this year, and I told him if there's any name I would want growing up with my dad coaching, like going to John Harris, from coaching to John Harris, that's a heck of a name to have.
So Cumberland Valley, Central Dauphin, who hasn't run a whole lot of plays here so far. One offensive, gets a chance to get back on the field here with Kieran Plummer at the quarterback.
Double flanker on this, which meaning 2 tight ends, one back in the backfield with the quarterback.
Kyle McCullough back there with him at running back.
Jet sweep, here it comes.
Man in motion, fake, and the jet sweep right around the corner, out to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. So, gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it second down and 7 yards to go. Ball out at the 42-yard line. They started on the 39.
Central Dauphin playing fast, no huddle, back up on the ball.
6 minutes to go here in the first quarter from Landis Field. Central Dauphin and Central Dauphin East on homecoming night for Central Dauphin East. Pretty good night for football, actually, right now. It was raining a little bit earlier, but rain has stopped for now. Plummer looking near side. Plummer's got some room to run. Plummer across the 50 to the 40. Plummer inside the 35 to the 30. Plummer shakes up one more man right there and is finally run down at the 25-yard line. And Plummer with an outstanding run there. The quarterback unaccounted for, and Plummer almost took that one back as well.
There you said it, Gary, unaccounted for as CD plays fast. It doesn't mean they're going to snap the ball fast. They may. They may just look over and, yep, they're going to snap fast with this one. Give it to Copper.
Get the ball to Copper, and Copper is met this time by most of CDE's school district right here.
You just saw the replay, and you said it best, Gary. He was unaccounted for. There was no contain by the rush of the quarterback, and Plummer's vision was able to see that, and he used his athleticism to get a huge gain to put Central Dauphin in the red zone, already up 7.
Plummer 6'1" and kind of runs like a gazelle here. You saw just good controlled running down the field and had lots of space in front of him for a long time.
As a junior last year, week 3 at Coatesville, he scored a touchdown to tie the game late in the second quarter, but he broke his collarbone when he was tackled in the end zone.
Loss of 1 on the play, brings it second down and 11. There's your handoff again, this time to Copper. Copper near side. Copper pushed out of bounds near the 5-yard line.
Got an injury from an East defensive lineman back around the line of scrimmage.
A man down on the field. Now he's sitting up right away. It looks like he's going to get up under his own power, which is good to see.
Probably an ankle there.
So Central Dauphin. Wait to see if we had a timeout in the field. We do not.
You know, Gary, you mentioned CD East having a heck of a game here 2 weeks ago. Almost upset Harrisburg. And that's very impressive because Harrisburg has a lot of athleticism and skill, and they're playing great football. They went to the state championship last year. But
lost it in that game by 34-27.
And that heartbreaking loss late in the game, they had to go on the road then to Chambersburg last week. That's always a mental tough spot to be in.
And lost by 1 in that one, 34-33. So
yeah.
2 tough weeks here, and yet they're showing a lot of moxie here tonight. Straight up. Pushing forward is Copper. Copper inside.
It's going to bring up a 4th down, Gary. It's going to be an interesting call here for the Rams. Do they kick the field goal from the right hash with a bad angle there?
No movement from the sideline yet for that. Let's wait and see.
You're 4th and 3. I would expect.
I think they're going to keep it and try to get the first down. From what we can see here.
The high school hashes are very wide, so the closer you get to the goal line when you're on the hash, it's a tough angle for the kicker.
So Plummer's going to go
Wildcat.
Go to the Wildcat right now, and you've got Copper's going to take it.
He's going to run right again, probably.
Here's Copper.
Oh, he's going to throw it to the tight end.
Fakes it. He's got the tight end in the end zone. Touchdown, Central Dauphin.
Great design there. Great design by the Central Dauphin offensive staff. Caught CD East thinking it was going to, caught us up here in the booth thinking it was going to be a run, right?
So a great call right there. As we thought it was going to be walking. Take a look at it again. He steps back. He throws it to the end zone.
To Franz.
He's got his man, Jeff Franz.
Makes a heck of a catch because on him like glue was Xavier Armstrong.
And TD on the catch at the 3:57 mark, and Central Dauphin does it again. So the kick is up, and the kick is good, and 21 points on the board with 3:57 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV, the game of the week.
You getting the stats?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, Mr. Pickles, again.
I'm happy to. Love this little dude.
Hey, do you mind helping me fill out this IRA form? What feels good to you?
Well, my horoscope said my moon is rising in the week of the tiger.
So, like double, you think?
Oh, for sure. The signs never lie. Just ask Mr. Pickles. He knows. He knows. He does.
Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Central Dauphin with the answer here. 6 plays, 61 yards, 2.5 minutes, and they score again. And this is a scoring machine here tonight so far for.
Absolutely. Central Dauphin looks really good on offense, as does CD East after that early turnover.
Early turnover, a big difference in this ballgame so far. And, of course, the run back on the kickoff, the 81-yard run back. Here's CD East with it. Ball taken to the 15-yard line. It's Armstrong. Armstrong loose. Armstrong up the near sideline. He might be gone. Armstrong has one man to beat. Armstrong's going to get taken down from behind. A touchdown-saving tackle there by Andrew Kurtz. Armstrong with a great return here at 3:46 of the first quarter.
Absolutely. Kurtz, the starting defensive back, had an angle and used his speed to finally bring down the kick returner. But after Armstrong did a lot of damage, they're already knocking on the door in the almost in the red zone here at the 27. Here you see it
again. You see the speed of Armstrong here.
Nice cut here. There he put his foot in the ground and got upfield and got back outside. And
Kurtz, the last guy with a chance, and Kurtz gets him, tries to strip the ball away, can't do it. Ball in the hands now of CD East. Pitch back by Jolly. He's got Porter. Porter to the far side. Porter, and there's going to be a flag down. Porter into the end zone, but I think that one might be called back on a hold. Flag is down in the backfield. That normally is a hold. Let's take a look and see.
Can that Porter find the edge and get upfield? Very impressive run.
You and I were talking about him yesterday, and you said, look for this kid to do some damage. He could really go.
Oh, yeah.
So the touchdown.
It's going to be a hold most likely, thrown by the umpire right around that area. The umpire stands right by the linebackers, about a yard or two. There's Matt Freezer, head referee.
Yep. Randy Smith, the umpire tonight. So the ball taken all the way back to 35. So instead of another touchdown, you now got a little more yardage you have to traverse here to get to that end zone. 10-yard penalty.
Quads left here in this formation.
Actually,
with a running back means you got to get 2 guys in the line of scrimmage. They need 1 more guy on the line or it's going to be a penalty. You got to put 1 more, 2 of those guys got to get in the line or it should be a penalty right here because there's not 7 on the line. There are only 6 on the line.
And timeout
Coach
for Lance Dean. He sees it. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. 3:37 to go in the first quarter. 21-7. Central Dauphin leads it.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo number 1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
And a good timeout there by Coach Landstein. And tell him why for, because that was a big penalty coming up right there, and Landstein saw what was happening.
Yeah, when you see 4 wide receivers to one side and only one of them is on the line, and you also have a running back in the backfield with the quarterback, there are 5 linemen and 1 receiver. That's only 6. You must have 7 players offensively. If you have 11 on the field, you must have 7 on the line. Here you have it there. They have a receiver to the all by himself over there.
Jallo looking to pass. Jallo's got a man deep, but way overthrown as he was looking down, I think, for Andres Harp and not able to hook up on that one. So to bring up second down now and 18 yards to go. Ball at the 35-yard line of Central Dauphin.
After a 63-yard kickoff return, after Central Dauphin already returned the opening kickoff, we're still in the first quarter.
Tell you what, if you came here for a lot of points tonight, you came for a lot of action, you're at the right place right here at Landis Field.
Central Dauphin in some type of 2-deep look here, meaning 2 safeties on the hash marks.
There's your handoff to Porter. Porter dances through the middle, and Porter inside the 35-yard line, down near the 33.
Gary, that holding penalty put East in such a tough situation, needing 20 yards to get the first down. Now they're in a 3rd and really long, although they have 2 downs to get it.
Mike Votis asked about the game, lost his helmet on that one, so he's out for at least this play. 3:17 to go in the first quarter. 3rd down, big 18 here for Central Dauphin East. You kind of sense that there might be 4-down territory for them.
No doubt. It definitely is.
Man in motion is Porter. Porter.
Got him.
He had a man across the middle, and that was Armstrong. Armstrong was not ready for the ball. But he had Armstrong wide open right in there in the seam.
Yes, he did. They ran a slant wheel to the weak side of the field and the short side and just threw it a little bit over his target. And like you said, I don't think his target saw it coming.
Armstrong is favorite target so far tonight. So
you really can't want to punt here, Gary, right? Why punt at the 32?
You kind of sense there's a lot of points being scored now. You've got to answer right here, and that's what they sense at the moment. It'll be 4th down now, 15 yards to go. Let's see what Jala has in mind here. Trips near side, too far side. Jala looks. Jala end zone. And it's going to be overthrown, and the ball will go over to Central Dauphin on downs. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Gary Sutton, Fort Chapman with our whole Invicta crew here tonight, bringing you this homecoming night game at CD East. Both these teams shared this field during the course of the season.
Interesting, Larry, the home side was always where the press box is across the way.
Yes.
Until 1998, and they did some renovations, put this new press box in 98, fixed the locker rooms on this side, and this has been the home side where we are ever since.
Now, last time I did a game here 2 years ago, we were actually up in that booth, but now we're in much more spacious one over here, and I kind of like the digs. So Plummer gets the ball back here. Still 2:57 to go in the first quarter. Feels like we've been going a whole game so far.
Wide out to each side, double tight end, 1 back set for the Rams. They have their fullback Toland in the game.
Fakes the handoff, smelled out there. They still got Plummer. They're going to take him down, and it's going to be not a sack as Plummer's going to get it away and save himself a whole bunch of yardage there.
His tight end was in the area there. Number 9.
Now, did the ball have to get over the line of scrimmage there?
No, as long as it's towards your receiver. The throw to it doesn't matter where it is. As long as you're throwing the ball from behind the line of scrimmage, which obviously Plummer was. He was back about 10 yards.
And you sense that CD East is going to have to do more of that, make Plummer uncomfortable there and get him moving around a little bit more.
If you're out of the pocket and you don't throw it to somebody's direction, it has to go beyond the line of scrimmage. But there was a receiver there, so it's okay.
That time they boxed him in pretty well from the ends, and Plummer had nowhere to go. So bring up second down now, 10 yards to go, 2:48 to go here in the first quarter. This is the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week. In motion is Copper. Copper got a hole. Copper gets brought down from behind. Nice tackle on the play there by Steven Zerby, who's back in there. He walked off a little earlier with an injury, but he's back in the ball game now.
I like the first down call, even though it was an incomplete pass. They were looking to go deep, of play action on 1st and 10. That's a lot of times when you can catch a defense looking for the run. Same formation here.
First down, Central Dauphin, man in motion. That's going to be John Harris III. And CD East up to the task on that one. Should be a loss on the play of about a yard. It'll bring up second down and 11 yards to go with the ball at the 43-yard line. Central Dauphin, 3 receivers near side this time. 1 man in the backfield alongside the quarterback. That man being Xander Tolan, who already has an interception in this game defensively.
If tight end Jet Franz out wide, he can catch on the perimeter. Basketball player as well as a football player.
Nice target, too, standing there at 6'3". There's a handoff inside and a man open. It's going to be Tolan. Tolan, first down to the 40-yard line of CD East and inside to probably the 38. Another first down for Central Dauphin as they continue to roll.
Really nice blocking up front for the Rams, and that's what you got. Central Dauphin has a really big, strong, experienced offensive line. There you see Tolan pick his way through. Really good blocking downfield and gets the first down.
Got some big guys on that side like Anthony Robsock. 6'6" senior over there who runs at 257 on that left side. He gives you a lot of room to run.
This time McCullough in the backfield, a senior linebacker, running back.
Danye Winston, another of those big linemen over there on that side. First down, fakes the handoff, play action, down the field, got a man open down there. That's going to be pass interference. Yeah, easy call there as the ball was intended down there for Jack Caputo. And last resort taken down there by Jared Porter.
Not a bad job by Porter, because if you're getting beat, especially in high school, if that's pro game, NFL, you're all the way down there, but it's only a 15-yard penalty.
Right.
And it's a lot worse than giving up a touchdown or a 30, 40-yard game. So
we'll take it back up to the 39 and then count it down. It should have done about the 24-yard line. So he set it on the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Central Dauphin. That was touchdown all over it if Porter doesn't take him down.
Yes, Plummer has hit Crummell on a lot of those long ones, including 4 against Carlisle several weeks ago here at Landis Field.
Solid offense here. They started the season playing Central York and lost 45-35 in a shootout. Central York, of course, undefeated. We'll have them next week against York High and what may end up being the battle for first place in the York Area League Division I. So here's Plummer. Man in motion. That'll be Caputo, or make that Harris, rather. Fakes it to Harris.
He gave it to Harris.
And does give it to Harris finally. And Harris, nice gain on the play. Down near the 20-yard line, bring up.
Brought down by Jared Porter along with 51 Kamari Clark.
So it'll be second down and 7 yards to go.
You mentioned Central Dauphin losing to Central York week 1 by 10. And that Central York team has a heck of a running back on his way to Pitt. And he's had a heck of a season.
Jules Goff.
Yes.
Here's Central Dauphin, 2nd and 7. Fake the handoff out to the flat. And good job coming out there by Copper again. And Copper finally brought down near the 10. Make that Crummell, rather.
And notice what they did there, a little wrinkle. They ran him in motion like it was going to be a jet sweep. Then he was the guy they threw to off play action. Back to the side he was coming from motion. Really good play.
Good ball. He only
by
fooled
Central
me.
Dauphin. You'll see it.
Take a look. Throws it out to the flat.
Crummell was the receiver going in motion towards the quarterback and then just shifted gears, went the other way.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 22.6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV. And I guess we'll keep it right here. And man down on the field right now across the way. So let's take a break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
22.6 seconds to go, and maybe the longest first quarter here, scoring-wise, we've seen in a while.
Sophomore Daryl Dixon was shaken up, but he walked off under his own power after being checked out by the trainer. Not sure what the injury is.
Yep, we don't want anybody getting hurt in any of these games. And so it'll be first down and 10 at the 10-yard line once we resume play here. You know, you're talking about Central Dauphin.
That will be the final play.
And it is going to be the final play. They'll let the clock run down, and that'll be the first quarter. 21-7. Central Dauphin leads it at the end of one. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is Fox 43.2.
That's everything. Receipts in the bag.
Awesome. Say, how do you, budget?
Well, I have a spreadsheet that I update annually.
Okay.
And I round up on income and round down on expenses.
Well, that sounds backwards, right?
No, I'm pretty sure that's right. Income up, debt down. Looks good on paper.
Huh.
Keep your budget in shape with our personal finance tool. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Get ready to start the second quarter. 21-7, the Central Dauphin Rams lead it here over CD East, the Panthers. And the Rams on the march here again as they got the ball down at the 10-yard line. Will be first and goal. Lots of scoring in the first quarter.
And they've done a lot of double tight, Gary. A lot of double tight, which gives you 2 extra blockers at the point of attack right away.
Kieran Plummer, receiver one side, receiver the other side. Man in the backfield with him. McCullough back there. Slash off the left side down near the 5-yard line. And it was Copper again with the run, so Copper picks up 5 more.
Gary, if you're CDs, you've got to somehow keep the Rams out of the end zone here. Falling behind by 21 points.
First quarter yards, by the way, CD with 132 and CD East with 98, so fairly close in that realm.
Looking for McCullough here. With Tolan as a lead blocker. McCullough's a tough runner.
Kyle McCullough, the 5'10 senior, 185-pound running back. McCullough's going to get it. McCullough right up the middle, and McCullough batters toward the end zone. Is he in? And yes, he is. Touchdown, McCullough. So McCullough with his first score of the night. And CD is on the board yet again. Up to 27-7. Let's take a look at it again. Nice hard running by the big guy inside. McCullough with a 6-yard touchdown run. At the 11-12 mark of quarter number 2. In for that extra point again is Finn Garner. He's been busy so far here early in the game, and he continues to be busy as he knocks it right on through. 28-7. Beginning the second quarter, Central Dauphin leads it. It's all right here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2. Back after this.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Parents, go to advancedhoops.com to sign up for Central Dauphin area community programs featuring novice skill builders, 2 second and third grade REC boys and girls, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and even a middle school boys and girls winter basketball league. Advanced Hoops is filling to gap for the Central Dauphin families, providing affordable winter basketball training and quality instructors developing the youth. Kids have fun and get quality instruction. AdvancedHoops.com will show you all the classes and options for winter signups. December 9th comes quick. Registration is now open at AdvancedHoops.com. PostgameSports.com. Gary Sutton, Fort Chapman with you, and apparently a penalty on that last play because Central Dauphin will move all the way up now to the 45-yard line of Central Dauphin East for the kickoff. 28-7, 11-12 to go here into the half. We'll have our Jack Giambalvo halftime report. We also have a very special interview with Dan Langen at the half and one with Ryan Huffman as well. So here's a big kick. No return on this one as Finn Garner knocks it out in the end zone. And so first down coming up here for CD East is, again, they're in the position of having to answer to stay in the ballgame.
Yes, they are. They got to be thinking you want to go into plenty of time left here. We have most of the second quarter, but you definitely want to go into the locker room down 2 touchdowns or less.
Last series, 8 plays, 68 yards, 3:45 it took. So Central Dauphin shows they can do it quick, and they can also do it and take a little time. So the Panthers come out. Let's see what they have in store here for this offensive series. Tandem receivers near side, one far side. Jala, handoff. And a nice run there once again by Jared Porter. Boy, he shows you a lot of juke and moves, doesn't he?
Yeah, that was a counter play. The left side of the line pulled. He acted like he was going to go left, but it was made to run back to the right side of the center. You'll see it here. He's going to follow his lineman and get upfield. Nice job.
Gives you
Not a lot of size, but I'll tell you what, you're right, he can scoot.
A lot of little misdirection there. He's tough to guard, so first down, they move the chains. And here he comes again, and the lead blocker on that was the quarterback that time. Jala handed off and then got out in front of him and said, let me lead the way for you, my friend.
Yeah, not intended, but nice play there. And it was similar running style, just not the same line blocking as it was the play before, but picked up good solid yardage.
Second down 3 at the 37-yard line, so CD East moving once again. Jalo getting people set, calling out the signals. Jalo again, this time fakes it, across the middle, has his man down there, and he's wide open. Tai Neal going to be all the way down from the 37-yard line. 63-yard touchdown pass, and wow.
That's how you answer. They had 3 receivers, including a tight slot, one of them, and the outside 2 went vertical, and what a little gap there that Neal was able to get in, sit in, and Jalo on stride, hit him right on the money. And he showed his speed, Neal did, after the catch.
Tai Neal with the catch there, 63-yard touchdown pass from Jalo, and once again, CD showing no quit at all as they fire right back here. 3 plays, 80 yards, 105 on the clock is all it took. So they show you they can be explosive too. So in for the extra point now is Kyle Bloss. Bloss, the left-footed kicker. Snap down, kick is up. Kick looks pretty good, and is. So 28-14, 10:07 to go here in the second quarter, and East is back on the board again. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is the Game of the Week on High School Sports Live TV.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
And the kickoff coming up here from Central Dauphin East, and a penalty flag goes up in the air and offsides.
Well, I don't know if it was offside. Probably, I don't know what they're calling. He said illegal
procedure.
legal procedure against the kicking team.
2 weeks ago in the Wilson-Hempfield game, we had over 900 yards of offense. Already in this game, we're up to 320 yards in the first quarter and a few minutes of the second quarter. So offense on display here tonight as the ball is going to march back to the 35-yard line. That flag went up right away. You very seldom ever see one that quick.
Yeah, and it wasn't the official that was on that 40-yard stripe. He's explaining it to Coach Diener. I'm not sure what he specifically called. You need to have so many guys on each side of the kicker nowadays, but I think they were okay that way. I'm not sure what that illegal procedure was on the kickoff.
So here's Leo Fury once again to boot it away.
Oh, onside kick.
He tried the onside kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Now you turn down the 35 and keep it at the 40, right?
Yeah, you can take it where it went out of bounds. Take it, make them kick it over back 5 yards, which you're not going to do. You get the ball on the 40. Mostly you just take your offense right out where the ball went out and go from there.
So
or you can take it 25 yards from where the ball was kicked, Gary, which in that case would have been the 40 anyway.
So the ball's going to be on the 40-yard line to start out here for the
Actually,
Rams.
It went out at the 44, closer to the 45. It actually went out of bounds, so they're going to take it at that spot.
Even better for the Rams. So now the ball touching the 45-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rams, who have a 28-14 lead here. 10:07 to go in the second quarter. Coming to you live tonight from Landis Field right here in Harrisburg. Plummer. Getting everybody on the same page right now. Man might have left early near side here. Plummer looking deep, looking for the whole bundle. He's got a man down there, and oh, he dropped it right in his lap. He had Mateo Crummell all the way down there, and Plummer is getting up slowly. What a pass.
Put the ball right on the money. Took a shot, took a big shot there.
Dropped that right into Crummell's lap. That's a tough one, taking it right over your shoulder, but give credit to Plummer. Great pass.
He's a tough kid. He took a shot, and he's hanging in there. Expect no different from him.
You rear back to throw that long bomb, and you let yourself wide open there right in the chest area, and he got hit. He's back up, though, no worse for wear. It'll be second down and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. Looked like illegal procedure that time against Central Dauphin. We'll take it back 5 yards.
The CD's defense has to really come up with a stop, because the Central Dauphin offense, aside from the kickoff return to start the game, has been moving the ball pretty consistently. And this is a chance with that drop pass. Would have been a touchdown. Here's a chance for them and the penalty to get off the field on the next 2 downs if they can limit the CD offense.
Obviously, you can't keep trading touchdowns all night. That's not going to get you back in the game. So second down 15 now. Ball at the 40-yard line of Central Dauphin. Plummer man in motion. It's going to be Copper. Copper gets the handoff. Copper back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more. It'll bring up third down now. Let's call it 9. Ball back out to the 46-yard line. 3rd and 9 from there. 9:44 to go in the first half. Don't forget our Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up at halftime. Travis Sparks will have the stats for us there. He's working, as he always does, with us tonight. Let's also have our highlights at halftime as well. Third down now and 9.
Timeout, CD
And the
East.
timeout is going to be called for CD East. We'll take one as well. 9:26 to go here in the second quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
You know, you look at some of those losses this year by Central Dauphin we talked about the opening game of Central York, lost 45-35. Then lost to State College 31-13. And Cumberland Valley, a heartbreaker there, 19-14 they lost. Those are 3 losses for the year so far. So pedigree teams, but this is a big game for them tonight here in terms of playoff ramifications.
No doubt. I was able to see the Central York game live and the Cumberland Valley game live, but we were I missed the State College game. We were doing the Harrisburg-Cumberland Valley game, and that's who Central Dauphin has next week, the Harrisburg Cougars, to end the regular season. And I'm sure they'd like to have that State College game back, that 31-13 game you alluded to here at Landis Field. State College played really well, and it looked like State College was up to win the Commonwealth, and then Harrisburg went into their backyard and whooped them.
Harrisburg's lone loss of the year, whooping themselves. They took at the hands of Manheim Township, ranked number 6 in the state right now. There's Plummer. Plummer's going to take it himself.
Got it easily.
Well, this was a quarterback draw the whole way, and Plummer, all the way down the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, but a big play by Plummer. That was a design play.
That's the second time. Well, he saw he was out back to pass, and he just read it. But you have to account for the quarterback. You mentioned it earlier, and they did not account for him.
Take a look right here. I mean, he's ready to go. He saw the space he wanted and took off all the way down to the 26-yard line. Central Dauphin comes all the way back from that 1st and 15 and gets their first down. Ball to 27.
When you have defensive backs, they called it on the offense movement.
It'll be illegal procedure, so march it back 5 yards again. If you're Coach Glenn McNamee, you're not too happy about those kind of unforced errors.
When you have your defensive backs and linebackers back in the pass coverage, and you have a running threat at quarterback. I mean, Michael Vick showed us that to start, right? With Virginia Tech when he was an all-everything freshman. They almost won the national title, losing to Florida State in the national championship game. But running quarterbacks can cause defensive fits.
1st and 15. Here's your handoff. Near side getting pushed out there by the defense. Not going to happen, though. And Crummel all the way around the side on the jet sweep. Mateo Crumble, an explosive player, as he's already shown tonight with the run back, and now here again.
Looks like he got back to about inside the 25 there.
Stepped down to a 2nd and 6. Now he got 9 of them back there down to the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 6, 9:09 to go here in the first half.
Utilizing these big guys up front, both tackles, Division I offers already. The right tackle, Bouchon, he's going to James Madison, who is now Division I, and going to Maryland is the left tackle, Anthony Robsock.
There's your fake. And there he is again. He's open right up the middle. No one has him. He might get the whole way for this one. And he dives for the end zone. Does he get in? He does. Touchdown run from 23 yards out by the quarterback, Kieron Plummer.
There's that running threat we talked about a few moments ago. Plummer does it again. You'll see the replay here. Sees daylight.
And he just glides down the field. If you had instant replay, you might see a knee down there, maybe on the 1, but you don't have that. And Plummer in for the touchdown, his first running touchdown for the night. Outstanding presence there by Kieron Plummer. So in for the extra point again is Finn Garner. He's been busy in this game so far here in the first half. Still 9 minutes to go. Has completed all his extra points thus far. Snap is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. And with 9:01 to go here in the first half, 35-14 in a blistering offensive pace. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
And welcome back. 9:01 to go here in the first half. And you had a point to make right here.
Yeah, when you saw that replay of Plummer's touchdown run, there's such an emphasis on sack the quarterback, get to the quarterback, pressure the quarterback. But all 4 defensive linemen for CD East overran the quarterback. You got to break down when you get to his level, and you can't overrun it. That gives so much room for him to run when you're rushing the passer, and that's what happened there, and Plummer did a good job of taking advantage of it.
5 plays, 55 yards, a minute 6 on that series. And now trying to answer one more time here. The Central Dauphin East, and a good piece of running here to get out to about the 25-yard line and finally mowed under. So Central Dauphin East will finally set up shop here.
The point I was making, Gary, last part about that, sometimes as a pass rusher, you don't necessarily have to get to the quarterback. You almost have to break down and not allow him to take off running, especially when you have that many men in coverage and you're only rushing 4.
Darian Cofield with a return there out to the 26, will be 1st and 10, 8:48 to go in the first half. CD East trying to answer the flurry of points that has rained down here.
There's a counterplay.
And Porter is going to get maybe a yard out of that. Not much room to run that time. He was buried under a sea of white. Leading the tacklers that time, number 54, Zachary Coleman. It'll be 2nd down now. 8, he got 2 on the play. Ty Neal gets over to the near side. Chalo. Now is everybody set where he wants them? Chalo with a handoff again. Porter. Porter gets stood up about the 27-yard line. Nice piece of defense there by the Rams.
Important 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 8.
Leader on that tackle again, Big Anthony Robsock, number 78.
Because if you don't get this first down, Gary, you're going to get the ball back to Central Dauphin with around 7 minutes to go.
They've not shown the ability to get off the field yet against Central Dauphin. Man in motion over there is Porter. Porter's going to come back now.
Get set. It's a shift. It'll get set now. There you go.
Blitz coming. And look out. And the ball's loose. The ball is loose. And it looks like CDE's covered it.
Joey Bass got the quarterback from behind. He had no idea he was coming, and Bass got that ball loose. Fortunately for East, they were able to recover it.
Jeremiah Coles, the tackle, jumped on top of it and saved it. So now Porter's back to do the kicking chores, but they've got to give it back once more to this team that has just been unstoppable so far tonight, that being the Rams of CD.
Looks like East is missing a player on this punt.
Crummell back there about the 41-yard line. And he's already shown us what he can do tonight. With a touchdown return to start the game, 81 yards.
It's going to be a delay. Oh, they just got it off.
Porter gets it out of there. Crummell's got it, though, and plenty of room to run. Crummell far side, being boxed in there. Crummell up the middle. Crummell's going to get brought down near the 48-yard line, make it to 49. It'll be 1st and 10. A great field position again for the Rams of Central Dauphin.
That very well could have been a delay game. We don't have the play clocks are not working. One is not, so you have to turn them both off. So here's how you know. Went back old school now. The back judge behind the safety, he puts his hand up when there are 5 seconds left to signal that you're down to 5 seconds to snap the ball. They did not snap it from 5 seconds from when he had his hand up. That's
and now you're going to get a penalty flag.
Some jawing going on, Gary, it looks like.
And another penalty flag, a little more jawing going on, and trying to calm one of the players down here on CD East. Not a good look. By the way, we talked about Manheim Township being the 6th-ranked team in the state. St. Joe's Prep, of course, #1, as they always are. But Manheim Township leading Penn Manor tonight, 35-0 in that game.
That's Brian Ham. He got thrown out of the game, I believe. Arguing, a little jawing. I'm not sure what happened there, but then official threw another flag.
Yeah, Brian Ham is on the sideline, and then continuing to
he's going to the locker room.
Show some pretty bad sportsmanship here. You know, it's so important to keep it under control out there. You know, you're playing, you're emotional, you're trying to get it done, but you got to keep that inward.
Yeah, sometimes it gets so intense, and if you lose your composure there, it can cost you the rest of the game, and that's what happened there unfortunately for Brian Ham.
While we have a moment here, the top big school rankings right now in Class 6A and 5A. This is through October 15th. St. Joe's Prep #1, 6-1. Imhotep Charter #2 at 8-0. Parkland Number 3 at 8-0. Central Bucks West 8-0. Haven't heard their names for a while, have we?
No.
They're in 4th. Downingtown East 7-0. They're at 5th. Manheim Township, of course, we mentioned them, 8-0, looking to go 9-0 tonight. They're up 35-0. Looks like they'll probably do that. Central York, who's been getting pushed lately, beat Red Lion by a touchdown last week, beat Dallas Town by 10 points in a big game over Central York, and of course getting ready to face York High next week, who's been on fire since that opening loss we saw. Harrisburg 7-1 in 8th, and Nazareth area out of the District 11 is 7-1 at 9th. So those are your listings right now, and Chester is at 10 at 7-1 as well. So the officials sorting everything out here.
Look where the ball is now, Gary, as you look up.
Wow.
The ball was around midfield. 2 15-yard penalties against the Panthers, and all of a sudden Central Dauphin is in the red zone without running a play.
Wow. Amazing, and that's not what you needed to give them. They've been doing pretty well themselves without the penalties. So 6:21 to go here in the first half, and Central Dauphin, for all intents and purposes, trying to put this one away. 35-14 here. Jack T. and Balvo halftime report coming up. The Capital Blue Cross and AT&T halftime stats, and the Capital Region first half highlights will all be available at that time. So Central Dauphin, after everything gets sorted out, ready to go here. Plummer has McCullough back there with him again. He's got Crummell out wide right. He's got the other speedster, Miles Copper, out of the backfield out wide left. Plummer, going to be the handoff. McCullough gets banged to the line. McCullough still dives forward for a couple yards. Tough kid.
Yes, he is. And tough part back to that 2 15-yard penalties and ejection in high school football now. As you know, in the high school sports period, you get the ejection, you got to sit out the following game as well, which is the last regular season game next week.
And that's unfortunate. Man down on the field right now is McCullough, as he's a little slow getting up. Looks like it might be a cramp. Let's take a break. We'll come right back. 6:01 to go here in the first half, 35-14. Central Dauphin leads it. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
You may recycle your electronics, appliances, and mercury thermostats at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
In addition to 8 local drop-off sites for recyclable materials.
Recycling matters in Dauphin County.
Since 2001, Dauphin County has recycled over 10,000 tons of electronics.
And 1.6 million tons of recyclables like cardboard and plastics. Keep up the great work.
Bring it on!
Breaker box is toast. Recommend the whole rewiring.
Well, that sounds expensive. Is that something a home equity loan could help with?
No clue, but listen. If you're trying to make money fast, head down to the horse track and let it all ride on Old Cloud Stomper. Jockey's my cousin. Well, second.
That works for you?
It will work. It will.
Let me think about that.
Borrow better with our range of fast and easy loans. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Talked about some of those CD East losses this year, 33-7 to Cedar Crest. Cumberland Valley 31-24 in a tough one. They lost 43-17 to State College, 34-27 to Harrisburg, and last week 34-33 to Chambersburg. So some tough losses there. It'll be second down now and 8 yards to go. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Central Dauphin with that and the lead at 35-14 so far here in the contest. There's your handoff. Again, it's going to be Copper. Copper trying the right side. Copper shoved down maybe for a 2-yard loss on that one.
Really good defense there by the East front.
And really, even right now, you really need a stop if you're East. I mean, I'm saying the obvious,
No doubt.
You really need a stop right here. Plummer has been the backbreaker every time they've had a chance to get off the field so far with his legs.
Yes, he has.
So Plummer, there he goes. We said he's been the backbreaker, and he's going to slide down. He looked like he started to slide right around the 6-yard line, but Plummer's going to get the first down. And once again, he's been the answer every time they've needed a big play.
Yep, not a bad idea there with guys going at, he had 3 guys going in different directions towards him. Take the safe way out because you can take only so many shots. Took one already. You see him right here.
We talk about those empty backfields so often and
he
you
had
have
the
those
ball
empty
off here.
backfields. quarterback can run.
Copper for the touchdown on the handoff. We missed that live. But
Copper in for the touchdown there, and Copper with his second touchdown of the night. He has
direct
2.
handoff, Gary, on the right side. Copper found daylight and took it in from 5 yards, about 5 yards out.
So Copper with his second touchdown of the night. At the 4:48 mark of quarter number 2. And 41 points on the board in the first half. We still have 4:48 to play. And now Garner looking to add to that. Garner the kick down, kick up. I said snap down, kick up, and kick is good. 42-14, 4:48 to go in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is the Game of the Week on High School Sports Live TV.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Parents, go to advancedhoops.com to sign up for the Central Dauphin area community programs featuring novice skill builders, 2nd and 3rd grade REC boys and girls, 3rd and 4th, 5th and 6th, and even a middle school boys and girls winter basketball league. Advanced Hoops is filling the gap for Central Dauphin families, providing affordable winter basketball training and quality instructors developing the youth. Kids have fun and get quality instruction. AdvancedHoops.com will show you all the classes and options for winter signups. December 9th comes quick. Registration is now open at AdvancedHoops.com. Gary Sutton, Fort Chapman with you, and this first half has been like an eternity, but the scoring has been often here so far for Central Dauphin, as this one's going to be kicked all the way through the end zone, and the ball will come out for Central Dauphin East. So you're in this situation right now. You're down 42-14 in the first half. Give me an idea right now of what Lance Dean's saying to his kids. Just keep playing. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm telling them, hey guys, did you see the Colorado Friday night game last week on replay? Because we were playing at the time, he would say them, but you'd say to them, hey, they were down multiple touchdowns at halftime. Things looked dire on the road, no less, and they came back and won the game. So you just got to keep plugging and try to get the ball in the end zone here in the last 5 minutes to cut it to 21. And we have an offense that can score a lot of points. We have a lot of skill. We just get one score at a time.
Absolutely right. And this offense has shown the ability to move. They've been very, very good so far. It looks like the rain started to come down here. Pass out. Armstrong, Porter's going to get it, and it was a forward pass. So incomplete pass. Will be second down now and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line.
Tough break there for East, not getting that ball in the skill. Porter has to catch that. It was right in the money. Tried to run before he had it, most likely. And with this wet, ball's a little bit more wet now as the rain, not hard, but comes down a little bit. It was raining a little bit during pregame.
Umbrellas coming out now amongst the crowd. 4:44 to go in the first half. There's your handoff. Nice slash out near the 25-yard line, called maybe the 26. Good run again by Jared Porter. I've been so impressed with this young man tonight.
Yes, and East really needs to get this first down, because if they have to punt from inside their own 30.
Armstrong has been the guy he's gone to pretty often here as the go-to guy in these situations. He's also been looking to kneel, and instead he's going to look to himself. Near side, Jallo out, and he's going to get the first down. Nice run by Jallo.
Kurtz on the tackle.
Joseph Bass up there to Submarine as well.
Yeah, tough run by Jallo, but is that like a lower leg problem there on the tackle?
So Jallo a little bit hobbled here for a moment. Going to stay in there though. This time he's got Porter out in the slot. Looked like he wanted to call for a timeout there if he couldn't get his breath.
Empty set.
Here Jallo says, let's get set here and go. Jallo out to the flat, and boy, did they have that one smelled out that time the whole way by Andrew Kurtz. The defensive back was right up there. He saw it coming.
Kurtz, a multi-year starter in the defensive backfield for the Rams, made a nice heady play there, reacting to that pass.
3:34, now 3:31 to go as the clock is ticking. Second down and 10, ball at the 27-yard line for Central Dauphin East. The Panthers 3-5, 1-4 in the Commonwealth Conference. Looks like the same set as they had last time. Neal and Armstrong are the two favorite targets here. This time, though, it's going to be handed off to Porter, and Porter getting back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Panthers. Miles Copper checks out of the game, and back in there for Central Dauphin will be McCullough.
That's good to see McCullough with that lower leg, whatever it was, problem. He's back on the field a few plays later.
Big play coming up here, 3rd down and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. 2:35 to go here in the first half.
Sean Rossler's defense is rushing 4 here.
Across the middle, and is it caught?
Nope.
No. Almost had a chance to catch it there. It was up in the air for a long time, and it looked like Zach Brown might get his hands on it, but not to be. So it'll be 4th down now. And 10, you think it's got to be a punting situation here as
nearly intercepted by Central. Yeah, you got to punt here, unless you're going to run some kind of fake. But
I'll tell you what, you watch Jala, he's got a great arm. I mean, he really tries to put on the money. It's just a little flat every now and then. And
here's the other thing. East doesn't have nearly the amount of guys out there.
Right.
They need 2 more. They still need 1 more.
It seems to have been a problem here so far tonight, getting the right number on the field here.
Yeah, they had a problem on the PAT after their touchdown and twice on the punt here.
So here's Porter.
They have 11 now, but they got to get enough up on the line. They're going to call a timeout.
And there is a timeout on the field for CD East. We'll take on as well. 2:23 to go in the first half. This is High School Sports Live TV.
Thanks for watching Mr. Pickles again.
I'm happy to. Love this little dude. Hey, do you mind helping me fill out this IRA form? What feels good to you? Well, my horoscope said my moon is rising in the week of the tiger.
So, like double, you think?
Oh, for sure. The signs never lie. Just ask Mr. Pickles. He knows. He knows. He does.
Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Parents, go to advancedhoops.com to sign up for Central Dauphin area community programs featuring novice skill builders, 2nd and 3rd grade REC boys and girls, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and even a middle school boys and girls winter basketball league. Advanced Hoops is filling the gap for Central Dauphin families, providing affordable winter basketball training and quality instructors developing the youth. Kids have fun and get quality instruction. AdvancedHoops.com will show you all the classes and options for winter signups. December 9th comes very quickly. Registration is now open at AdvancedHoops.com. So it's 4th down and 10 now. Porter in there to kick the ball out.
If you're Central Dauphin, you just want to be aware you got 10 guys up. You want to watch Porter very closely because he can be sneaky.
Porter takes a look at it.
There he goes. He's thinking about it.
And finally he kicks it. Took his time, looked it over, and the ball's going to be inside the 30, rolls down to the 25, now the 24, and that's where it will be downed by Central Dauphin. 2:09 to go here in the first half. You know, we were talking about Plummer tonight, Keyron Plummer, who's about to take over the ball here. Plummer with 4 rushes for 107 yards tonight. So to say he's been a backbreaker would be an understatement for.
Absolutely. And we talked about it before, but if you're the D-line rushing the passer for Central Dauphin East, you can't overrun the passer and give him those free lanes when those linebackers are dropping that deep into coverage. Sometimes one of those linebackers may want to just sit around and spy that quarterback. It's another option.
Now, if you're Glenn McNamee, are you going to be content to run the ball a little bit here, or are you still trying to put some more points up here in the first half? 2:09 to go.
I think you're going to see the ball on the ground, see what you can get here. If you get a big gain, you can potentially look for more points.
And there is Miles Copper off that right side.
You obviously want to be careful, Gary. You're up 28. You don't want to make it appear like you're trying to score to necessarily embarrass the team, but there's a lot of football left.
Right.
And you can't take this East team for granted with the skill players they have. So you don't want to turn the ball over. That's the big key. But if you can get a big run here, you want to try to at least get a field goal.
Second down and 8, ball at the 25-yard line. Plummer has been outstanding so far tonight. Looking, going to run again, and this time they're going to catch him. Yeah, nice job of smelling it out. Give credit there to number 27. That was Zach Brown, and also number 77 in on the play, Terrence Kellum.
East has no timeouts remaining, which they would want to stop it here to potentially get the ball back on this 3rd and 8.
So 1:15 to go now.
Central Dauphin doing the right thing, just taking their time.
Plummer in no rush. Here's Plummer rolling right, has a man open in the flat. It's Crummel. And good job of pushing him out of bounds is Adris Arp.
He's up to the 30-yard line for a gain of 5.
So it looks like he's going to be short.
Safe thing for Central Dauphin just to punt the ball right now.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Now they're going to line up on an offensive set. I doubt they're going to snap it. They're just going to try to get CDs to jump off sides. If you're the Panthers, you got to be aware of that.
We're going to bring Copper into the backfield as well.
If you're Central Dauphin, you don't want to get the 5-yard penalty. Just call a timeout right about now and then punt it.
And that's exactly what they did. So they ran the clock down. Wise use of the clock there.
Well, the clock was stopped there, but they just wanted to try to see if they get him to jump off sides.
Right. So 52.6 seconds to go here in the first half, and we're getting ready to come up at halftime here with the Jack T and Balbo halftime report, the Capital Blue Cross and AT&T halftime stats, and the Capital Region first half highlights. And we'll also have a special interview with Ryan Hoffman, and also I had a chance to catch up with Dan Langen from AT&T. They're doing some special stuff, and you're going to find out all about that just before the half.
Now, if you really want to get technical here, if you're Central Dauphin punting, you almost want to tell your punter, just get the ball downfield, but punt it close to the sidelines, if not even out of bounds. We don't want to give an East return man. We almost got burned on a kickoff return. Don't give them any chance to just score out in space in this situation. Let's see what CD does with the punt.
Biggest thing is get it out of there, and
we know what Xavier Armstrong can do. He showed it on that kickoff return. We don't want to even touch his hands. Just punt the ball to that near side, near that hash, and get it out of bounds. Get it 25 yards downfield, and make East drive more than 50 with around 45 seconds to go. Once this punt's over.
So the punter here is Zachary Temple. Temple, good high punt. Boy, that's what the doctor called for if you're the Rams. And then all the way downfield, it continues to roll near the 20-yard line, 21. And a great punt, switched the fields very nicely there to Zachary Temple.
Yes, he did. And having one guy back, and he was back a little too far, Armstrong was, and was not able to get up to that punt to field it. Forcing
really
East now to go, 78 yards.
Really impressed with the height on that punt as well by Zachary Temple, his first punt all night long. So let's see if CD East decides to get something going here, or you kind of almost think they have to.
Might be just a quick pass to number 3. Just flip it out to 3 and let guys block and let him use his athleticism.
Looks like a bubble screen on this side. Instead, they put Porter in motion.
Same thing out to Armstrong.
There is the screen, and Armstrong gets some yardage out near the 32-yard line.
Really good hustle by Anthony Robsock, who was rushing the passer. He ran back and made the tackle from his defensive tackle position. Clock's going to keep running.
Charlo getting his team up to the line very quickly. Again, they show that bubble kind of screen look there. They may put Porter in motion. Throw to Porter, just flicking forward. And close to the first down. Ball
stops the clock momentarily, Gary.
34-yard line. Chains will move.
May want to just spike it here because the clock's going to run. Spike it and get another play.
Ticking down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They get it off. There's your throw to Porter, and that is going to end the first half. 42-14 at the half. Central Dauphin leads it. We'll take a break. We'll come up next at halftime with the Jack T and Balbo halftime report. But now stay tuned for a special interview with Ryan Hoffman from Hoffman Ford. And after that, later in the half, I'll go one-on-one with Dan Langen from AT&T in a special sponsor interview, all here on High School Sports Live TV. Hi, I'm Gary Sutton. I'm the host of High School Sports Live TV, the game of the week, every week on Fox 43.2. And you know, we're out here today, though, at Hoffman Ford, and I'm reminded a little bit of this truck right here. Might have been the one that Ryan Hoffman used to drive around, and he doesn't anymore, by the way, here at Hoffman Ford. He was featured in a Just Call Me Ryan segment back when he was a younger man. And Ryan's with us today. Ryan, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
Good. Very good today.
You're about community, and you're about helping the community. Anybody that's ever watched our High School Sports Live TV broadcast, your name's always prominently there. The Hoffman Ford Player of the Week. We talk about those all the time.
It's something that my grandfather, obviously, again, he was mayor of Highspire for many years, so again, it's a name that people trusted to vote him in as mayor at the time, so that started it. We'll obviously continue that through us as the Hoffman brand, if you want to call that, in our community to make certain that we can carry on that legacy for the next generation. I hope to pass it on to my kids someday.
You know, life is full of partnerships, Ryan, and your dad and your grandfather had a partnership in the original business. You and your brother Todd have a partnership now. You know, partnerships can always have a yin and a yang to it. I'm not sure which part you play, yin or yang, but you know, talk a little bit about the give and take of a partnership and how that works together. You were talking about teamwork. Now you talk about teamwork between two people and making sure this runs, and Hoffman certainly runs very smoothly because of that yin and yang, you and Todd. Talk about that.
Again, it is the yin and the yang. We are two different, but together we make a whole. He likes the service side of the aspect, and I like the sales side of the aspects of the business, so it works for us. From that standpoint, again, like you said, my grandfather and dad, they kind of did the same thing. My grandfather was more on the fixed operations, and my dad was more on the sales side. So it definitely plays out to our advantage, having us both here under the same roof doing business together as partners. Because again, we help our employees, and our team makes Hoffman Ford who we are. He's obviously my brother, and I love him dearly.
So Ryan, we're gonna show you a little piece of film right here. We had a number of people who, you know, talk about your role in the community.
Throughout my educational experience as a teacher, coach, administrator, and now superintendent of the Steelton Highspire School District, and the Hoffman Ford has supported us tremendously through various projects and efforts that most likely are there to support the students, support the kids, support the student athletes, and everyone involved. Most recently, we worked with Hoffman Ford on a project to purchase 3 vans. By doing so, we were able to offset expenses for transportation costs for field trips, sports teams, and those types of things.
Hoffman Ford has been a very important community partner with projects like the Heroes Grove and other projects throughout the county. For example, baseball fields, football fields, soccer fields. I can tell you numerous times where we asked Hoffman Ford for their help, and they were always there.
When I walked in Earl Huffman's office over 20 years ago, and I asked for support to get a program started where we could put baskets in a gymnasium and be able to just do these things for the community and try to build these programs. He didn't hesitate. He hasn't hesitated for the last 20 years, and I can't say enough about how much his support and Hoffman Ford support has meant to us.
What do you think when you see that bunch of people talking about what Hoffman Ford means to them?
It makes me feel really good, because again, that's what we're about here at Hoffman Ford, is giving back to the community. So,
Hoffman Ford, Ryan Hoffman, Todd Hoffman, carrying on a tradition, a custodian of excellence, if you will, right here at Hoffman Ford and Jonestown Pike here in Harrisburg.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Thanks for watching Mr. Pickles again.
I'm happy to. Love this little dude.
Hey, do you mind helping me fill out this IRA form? What feels good to you?
Well, my horoscope said my moon is rising in the week of the tiger.
So, like double, you think?
Oh, for sure. The signs never lie. Just ask Mr. Pickles. He knows. He knows. He does.
Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
You may recycle your electronics, appliances, and mercury thermostats at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
In addition to 8 local drop-off sites for recyclable materials.
Recycling matters in Dauphin County.
Since 2001, Dauphin County has recycled over 10,000 tons of electronics.
And 1.6 million tons of recyclables like cardboard and plastics.
Keep up the great work.
Bring it on!
Welcome back to our Jack G. and Valvo halftime report here at Landers Field. 42-14 at the half. Central Dauphin leads CD East on tonight's homecoming night, and they're going through homecoming festivities right now. Always a special time for any high school, and CD East no different here tonight at Landers Field. Gary Sutton with you alongside of Fort Chapman. And Fort, when you talk about this first half, Central Dauphin came smoking out of the gate and just never let their foot off the pedal.
Yes, they did, and just very impressive with the way they're scoring on special teams, getting short fields and capitalizing, and then after all that, then the quarterback's back to pass, and he's run 4 times for over 100 yards.
Yeah, you talk about some of the stats. We'll go over those in just a few minutes here. We want to take a look at the AT&T and Capital Blue Cross halftime stats in a moment, but Capital Region first half highlights here. Let's take a look at some of these because there were a whole bunch of them, especially if you're a Central Dauphin fan tonight. 42 points rung up here in the first half and a lot of offense here tonight for the Rams. And it all started right out of the gate here when Mr. Cromwell decided to take it 81 yards to the house with a touchdown, the opening kick of the game. And boy, you talk about breaking your back. That can do it in a hurry right there. Mateo Cromwell with an 81-yard return. So just like that, they were up 7-0, the Panthers, after the extra point in there. And then here you got pitch back right here, this time to Miles Copper.
Wildcat look, yeah.
Copper runs it in from 35 yards out. That was on like the first or second play from scrimmage there. So they haven't run very much offense at that point. But then you see this young man, Mr. Jala, who showed you a lot of heart. And man, for 2 yards, he ran about 20 yards to get the touchdown.
And just when you thought, hey, East is back in this game, they're only down a touchdown. CD
14-7 at that point, and then the fake and the touchdown pass into the end zone from Plummer to Franz, the big tight end, for a touchdown there. And then banging it in on the other side is Central Dauphin East. Here you see the pass down the middle, great pass as they caught up with Ty Neal for a 63-yard touchdown pass. And Neal celebrating the end zone here. But again, too much Central Dauphin as they answer in the other direction. And you saw the big guy, T-Ron Plummer, who ran it in for a touchdown. Then the handoff across into the end zone and another touchdown, this time for number 2, Miles Copper. 42-14 here at the half. Let's take a look at our stats here at the halftime. And we've got a whole bunch of them here. Some of the individual stats we saw in the first half, we'll talk about those in a second. But the stat board all right now on the side of Central Dauphin. Although when you look at the total yards, really not a whole lot of difference right there.
Key thing that sticks out is what we expect, the rushing. Central Dauphin really utilizing their offensive line, and then, as we mentioned, when they're back to pass, the quarterback Plummer, 4 really big runs for over 100 yards total. Puts up over 200 yards for the first half.
the penalties and the turnovers are kind of switched around there, but take a look. 7 penalties for Central Dauphin East for 75 yards, only 2 for Central Dauphin for 10. And, of course, 2 turnovers hurt CD East here in the first half.
And 30 of those 75 yards was the ball wasn't even in play.
Right. 135 to 22 in passing for Central Dauphin East. Part of it, 60-yard touchdown pass that they had there. So, Central Dauphin East has shown moments here in the first half, but they've got to find a way to carve into this lead here in the second half. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with more of the Jack Giambalvo halftime report right here on Fox 43.2. Gary Sutton here with Dan Langan of AT&T and one of the great supporters here of High School Sports Live TV. And Dan, thanks so much for all you do and helping us.
Oh, Gary, it's great to be with you tonight. We've been working with Charlie and the team here at High School Sports Live for a number of years. We started out kind of trying to promote the dangers of texting and driving through something called It Can Wait. And since then, and wanted to share that important message with young people across Central Pennsylvania and throughout the Commonwealth. We've since moved into a lot of other activities to help promote online safety. And now, post-pandemic, really helping to do what we can to help close the digital divide here in the Central Pennsylvania, but around the country.
Raising awareness right now about the dangers of distracted driving is so important because we see so many young people out there driving, older people too, and those phones can certainly take your attention away in a hurry. AT&T is doing a lot about that right now.
We have been, and it's, even though our focus is now on kind of the digital divide issues, itcanwait.com is an online resource where people can find more information. Students can go there if they have a project, they want to earn some volunteer hours, they can download materials and share with their classmates.
Would you talk a little bit about some of the other things that you're doing right now in terms of connected driving, and I know you're working with libraries across the country to offer some digital literacy. Talk about that a bit as well.
Sure. We teamed up with the Public Library Association, which is a national group, to create free online resources so that people of all ages, whether they're young adults, elementary school students, or even older adults, to get online and learn how to use technology safely and responsibly and to get better connected.
Talk a little bit about your involvement here tonight and what you've been doing for a while. It's so important to give back to the community, and AT&T is certainly doing that.
We're doing that through some of these other initiatives that I mentioned. We're also investing in our network. We spent about $1 billion from 2020 to 2022 to improve our network in Pennsylvania. We just turned on some new 5G cell sites here near the stadium to get people better connected to their world. We like to say we connect people to greater possibilities, and that's what we're trying to do every day.
Dan, thanks for all you're doing. Really appreciate you being here tonight.
Take care.
Dan Langan with AT&T.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Breaker box's toast. Recommend the whole rewiring.
Well, that sounds expensive. Is that something a home equity loan could help with?
No clue, but listen. If you're trying to make money fast, head down to the horse track and let it all ride on old Cloud Stomper. Jockey's my cousin. Well, second.
That works for you?
It will work. It will.
Let me think about that.
Borrow better with our range of fast and easy loans. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
You may recycle your electronics, appliances, and mercury thermostats at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
In addition to 8 local drop-off sites for recyclable materials.
Recycling matters in Dauphin County.
Since 2001, Dauphin County has recycled over 10,000 tons of electronics.
And 1.6 million tons of recyclables like cardboard and plastics.
Keep up the great work.
Bring it on!
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to the continuation of our Jack Giambalvo halftime report here at Landis Field. We're at halftime of the Central Dauphin East game, 42-14 at the half. I want to remind you right now that you can go to advancedhoops.com, parents, and sign up for the Central Dauphin area community programs featuring novice skill builders, 2nd and 3rd grade rec boys and girls, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and even a middle school boys and girls winter basketball league. Advanced Hoops is filling the gap for Central Dauphin families, providing affordable winter basketball training and quality instructors developing the youth. Kids have fun and obviously get great quality instruction. AdvancedHoops.com is where you go, and it'll show you all the classes and options for winter signups. December 9th comes quick. Registration is now open. Go to AdvancedHoops.com. Some of the numbers here at half. Gary Sutton and Ford Chapman with you. Plummer in the first half, quarterback for CD, 2 for 4. 16 yards passing, but he didn't have to do a whole lot. He had 4 rushes for 107 yards, 1 touchdown for. Copper, 1 for 1, 8 yards, 1 touchdown passing, 11 rushes for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns there. And 2 catches for Crummell for 16 yards in the first half, an 81-yard kick return for a touchdown. Now Jallo on the other side, 9 for 17 for 135 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 4 rushes for 10 yards and 1 touchdown. 11 rushes for Porter for 52 yards in the first half. Armstrong with 5 catches for 67 yards and a 63-yard kick return for a touchdown. And then and he had 1 touchdown to go with that. It was 63-yard kick return. And then 2 catches for Neal for 60 yards in the first half. Total plays in the first half for Central Dauphin, 27. East had 32. They had 5 more plays, but Central Dauphin did an awful lot of stuff, big yard plays, on their 27 plays. Third downs, make that first downs 10 for Central Dauphin, 9 for East, very close there. Third downs, 2 for 4 conversions for Central Dauphin, 2 for 6 for Central Dauphin East. Plays of 20-plus yards, 5 of them for Central Dauphin, only 2 for Central Dauphin East. 1 kick return yards, 111 for Central Dauphin, 97 for Central Dauphin East, and the average drive start, their own 42 for Central Dauphin, their own 29 for Central Dauphin East. So a lot of numbers there to digest for as we take a look at the first half in totem. By the way, the homecoming king here at halftime crown was Kevin Fox, and the homecoming queen, Tiara Anderson. You see them down there getting pictures right now just inside the 50-yard line. And so we're getting ready to start the second half here momentarily. The 2 teams are not yet back out on the field as we had a long halftime, obviously, here on homecoming night. So thoughts here, first half, for.
Well, you mentioned Plummer, the quarterback for Central Dauphin, was 2 for 4. Only attempted he attempted more pass plays were called, but he ended up running on 4 of those. And the 4 passes that he threw, completed half of them, but one of them was a ball right on the money down the sidelines that Mateo Crummel usually catches. It was a tough catch, could have been over his right shoulder, his outside shoulder, but he almost had another touchdown there. That would have been 3 for 4. So Plummer's doing exactly what is ordered of him, calling the shots as the signal caller for Central Dauphin and making the right reads. And CD has put up a 42 on the Panthers here at halftime, and CD gets the ball to start the second half, so expect them, Gary, to hopefully put something together and make this a game again, cut it to 21.
Well, Todd Sadowski's out in Columbus, Ohio tonight with Fox 43, and his football frenzy team is going to be reporting all the scores tonight in South Central Pennsylvania. Coming up on Fox Sports News at 11 o'clock. We'll have a wrap-up from here. We also wanted to update you again, if you heard us in the first half here, the big school rankings so far in the state through October 15th. Eastern PA football with this one. St. Joe's Prep, the defending state champion over and over again, with a record of 6-1 in first. Imhotep Charter, 8-0. We saw them earlier in the year. They are dynamite, 8-0. Parkland, out of District 11, in third at 8-0. And fourth-ranked team is Central Bucks West. Been a while since we've heard their names in the top 10. They're from District 1, 8-0. Downingtown East, 7-0. They're also from District 1. Manheim Township, the real top dog so far in District 3, 8-0. And then Central York, right behind him out of District 3. We'll see them again next week. Is at 8-0 as well. And they got a big game coming up next week with York High, which essentially will be for the championship of Division I of the YAIAA, the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association. Harrisburg checks in at number 8, so 3 straight District 3 teams in there. Harrisburg at 7-1, and they took a whaling from Manheim Township earlier in the season. But you remember last year they lost to Manheim Township early in the season, came back to win.
And handled them in the playoffs at home.
They did. So, Harrisburg is a team that learns very, very well during the course of the season. Nazareth area out of District 11 at 7-1, checks in at number 9. And then Chester out of District 1, 7-1 at 10. Cedar Cliff getting an honorable mention there at 7-1. And Cocalico at 7-1 also getting an honorable mention as well, along with Ephrata, who's 7-1. Both those from over the Lancaster Lebanon League.
Gary, things could get very interesting here leading into next week, the last regular season game in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth, because sitting atop is the Harrisburg Cougars. But should Harrisburg come here to Landis Field and lose to Central Dauphin, both teams making a run here, but who's going to win it? Because State College would then, with only 1 loss, but now the halftime score, Cumberland Valley is upsetting State College 10-7. So and Cumberland Valley only has 1 loss. That was the Harrisburg, the game we did a month ago on High School Sports Live. So it's a lot of interesting football left here for the Commonwealth title on the line here.
That Cumberland Valley team is a gritty team this year. We saw them lose 14-0 to Central in a game we did, but I'll tell you what, they hung in there very tough with Central, and they've gotten better since and been in some really good games. This Commonwealth section this year really has had some dynamite games, and we've seen some of them between teams like CD East coming close to winning it against Cumberland Valley.
And against Harrisburg, yep.
And against Harrisburg. So, a lot of balance here, even though the records might not suggest that in every situation. So we're getting ready to start the second half here in a moment. We're going to take one more timeout. We'll come right back, get ready for the third quarter. It's High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week, all here on Fox 43.2.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
And welcome back to Landis Field, 42-14 as we're just about ready to start the third quarter here on Fox 43.2. And Fort Chapman, Gary Sutton with you. So, you know, if you come out the second half, you're going to get the ball first. If you're CD East, what are you talking about here? If you're Coach Lance Dean,
talk about getting the ball in the end zone, taking our time, run our plays, use our skill guys, and cut this to 21. And then we got to get a stop on defense. If you're East, and you got to say, we get the ball back, we can cut this to 14, where it's a ball game again. But so that's a big task. Big task.
Glenn McNamee on the other side, what's he saying to his troops? He's got to be pretty happy with that first half.
Well, every coach says it. Guys, play the second half like we played the first. It's 0-0 on the scoreboard, the whole thing. But it's very difficult at any level when you throw up 42, like Central Dauphin did, to come out the second half and just continue on that same run. It happens occasionally, but not very often.
How do you fight not becoming too conservative if you're Central Dauphin in the second half? You know, obviously you want to control the clock, control the ball. Is there a trick to that at all as far as coach?
Yeah, it's okay to be a little bit conservative defensively. You're telling your defense, I'm sure Sean Rossler and Paul Lynn and company are saying it, you don't want to give up a big play. We already gave up a big play. You're saying on that second touchdown of East, if they're going to score, let's make them go the distance and shoot some clock. Just don't give up a home run and let them get back in the game that way.
Well, Finn Garner, who might have a tired leg after the first half there, he's doing a lot of extra point kicking, is going to start the second half here with the kickoff. On the other side, you've got Darian Cofield down there waiting to receive. And here's your kickoff. And Cofield's going to be the one to take it at the 5-yard line. Cofield, very quickly, right up the middle. Cofield trying to find some space out to the 30. With some tough running by Cofield out to the 38-yard line. Never say die for Cofield. And he sets up first down and 10 here for his team. Gets some pretty good field position. They averaged the 29-yard line the first half, so already +9 in that category for Central Dauphin East.
You mentioned the extra points for Finn Gardner. What really getting him, that's his 7th kickoff. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. So he's getting his work in tonight. So let's see what Lance Dean has for his Panther Charges here to start the second half.
Throwing out to number 3 right away, Gary.
And Porter steps into the sidecar position there. Hand off to Porter. Porter jukes. Step to the outside. Nice run by Porter around the 40 out to about the 45-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. A nice opening run here by Porter.
Yeah, I know this is a little thing, but Porter got himself out of bounds. Took a little shot and got out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock until the ball snapped. That adds up, and you need to score 4 touchdowns to tie this game. So
buy yourself extra plays, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be second down now and a long 2, ball at the 45-yard line for the Panthers.
Still waiting for them to snap the ball in this set and just get it to Porter right away with 3 blockers out there.
4 receivers essentially out on the far side. 1 receiver near side. Man comes in again. It's Porter. High snap. Porter gets it. Porter up the middle. Porter first down and more. Porter across the 45, down to the 43-yard line, into Central Dauphin territory. Nice running by Porter on the opening 2 snaps.
Gary, his quick feet, his ability to just put his foot in the ground and change direction. It really is tough to stop a guy like that. Very impressive.
They set him up out there in that 3 formation. Almost looks like you get a bubble screen anytime you want it. Pass across the middle. Oh, he had Armstrong, and man, you're going to get a penalty flag on this one.
Bowman.
High shot to the helmet. Not what you wanted to see, and he had Armstrong open, but you can't give a shot to the head like that.
And it was late, a little bit late. It was close, but definitely after the ball was there.
Personal foul against Central Dauphin.
Got to know if you're Bowman there, you got to know when to hold up. Wear the same number as his brother did. His brother was a junior on the state championship team in 2011. He was the starting free safety, played offense and defense as a senior, and then had a 4-year starting career at Cal, PA, as a free safety.
So with the help of the penalty, CD East is all the way down to the 28-yard line now. It'll be first down and 10, 11:15 to go here in the third quarter, just starting the second half. And Jolly's going to draw him off sides, so it'll be 5 more tacked onto that.
These are the kind of mistakes that we say often can happen after a huge first half.
really trying to build a little momentum here to get something going in the second half is CD East, and so far it's working pretty well. A couple of penalties helped here at the end. So it'll be first down and 5, ball down to the 23-yard line.
If you're East, this is what you want. You're in the red zone now.
So first and 5, ball at the 23. Porter in motion. Stepping up is Jolly, and Jolly's going to get yanked down.
There's Joey Bass, the guy that jumped off sides. Made up for that, right, Gary?
Yep, exactly right. He says, Coach, I did a nice play. Also, Rogers make that Joey Bass stepping in there. The 6'1" senior, 260, but man, I'll tell you what, can he move? So it'll be second down now and 7. Actually, a loss of 2 on the play because it was first down and 5. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line here. CD East needs some points badly. Porter. End zone for Armstrong, and Armstrong's being held. It's going to be pass interference.
Yep. Ball was in the air, and he was holding on to him. You got it.
Armstrong had his man beat down there, and his man on that play was Mateo Crummel. So Armstrong says, hey, I got my team another penalty. 3rd penalty here in 4 plays.
That should take it half the distance, which ball in the 25 is going to take it to 12.5.
And a first down. And you'll still have a chance to make another first down before you get in the end zone. Take a look right here. He's got his man beat, Crummel, and Armstrong. You can see him holding on to the back of the jersey.
Yeah, good call.
Easy call. So it'll be first down and 10 to go here.
Somebody's got to get in a different spot. 2 of those guys have to get up on the ball because there they are. One of them's ineligible. The inside guy, number 8's ineligible.
Ball at the 13-yard line. A straight call here, and that was a straight back pass to Armstrong on the Wildcat. And Armstrong gets some good positive yards right away, and he's down on the field. They went Wildcat. Officials timeout for an injury here. Armstrong sits up on his own. So nice call there. Using the speed and athleticism of Armstrong. We'll take a very quick break. We'll come right back. It's 10:28 to go here in the third quarter. 42-14, but CD East is driving on High School Sports Live TV.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And good to see Armstrong coming off the field pretty much under his own power now. So days for a minute. It'll bring up second down and 3 yards to go now at the 6-yard line. So they can make it first down without making a touchdown, can CD East.
They have 2 guys up on the line. Look for number 3 to come in motion and get this jet sweep. That's the call I'm thinking here. Yep, here he comes. Motion into 5 guys, the outside.
There's Porter back again.
Got him.
And he had Porter up. I think he might have gotten tipped right there toward the line of scrimmage. It looked like Franz might have gotten his hands in there.
Plus he was thrown a little bit behind him.
Interesting concept on the play. He comes across and
sure is.
Goes right back, kind of redundant, but he was open. Need a little bit more touch on that pass. So 3rd down and 3, obviously 4 down territory.
Central Dauphin East going back to a normal set, not putting a receiver being in an eligible situation. They did the last 2 plays.
Might be a good play here to get Porter again, who's shown positive yardage every time he's touched the ball.
Central Dauphin looks like they're in straight man, jamming the line of scrimmage with 8 defenders.
Porter right there. Not going to get the handoff. Quick pass in the end zone, touchdown.
Dropped it.
And they said he dropped it. Man, it was a good throw to the end zone by Jallo. Jallo had his man, and I thought it was going to be a great catch there for a moment, and his man on that play was Andres Arp.
Yeah, ball was putting him on. You'll see it again here. It got tipped.
It did get tipped, and then
he may have been going to the inside receiver. I think he was going to number 12 there.
And what happened is he hit the ground with the ball then, apparently it moved. In the opinion, got a little help from the defensive back there. So it brings up 4th down and 3 now. So do you give it off to Porter here maybe and let him try to do something with it? Across the middle again, and it is incomplete. And the ball will go over to Central Dauphin on down. So a promising possession there.
Big stop by the Rams.
Big stop by the Rams indeed. And what looked like it was going to be a momentum builder for CD East gets transferred over to the green and white. And so the Rams will take over at their own 6-yard line.
CD East got their chances on the perimeter. 3 times in a row they went for the quick passes. The first, on 2nd down, that first pass that just was a little bit behind the intended receiver, Porter. A nice drawn up play there.
Were you surprised they didn't hand it off to Porter maybe in the 2nd down there, because he was getting some good positive yardage every time?
Well, they had him open there for that little trick formation.
Yeah.
Motion one way, go back, and out in the flat. If the ball was a little bit ahead of him, I think that would have been a touchdown, or at least a 1st down.
So here is Plummer now. There'll be a lot of running here. Handoff inside Copper. Copper around the corner. Copper fighting his way out toward 1st down yardage, getting that team push from behind, and that might have been enough to get the 1st down.
It was. That could be really deflating for a defense, even though you're not in the field defensively. When the offense drives the length of the field and doesn't get any points on the board.
Remember years ago where that was illegal, or supposedly illegal, and USC did it to Notre Dame and won the game, and a lot of people were talking about that. Now it's legal.
The Bush push.
So it's 1st down and 10, ball out at the 18-yard line. Tight formation in the backfield again. You'd think there's going to be a lot of handoffs right here. There's the handoff again, straight forward. Nothing fancy here, banging out past the 25-yard line, about the 27, maybe the 28. Close to 1st down yardage again. Hard running by Miles Copper. You know, our Hoffman Ford Player of the Game tonight, there are a whole lot of candidates on that one for.
Yes, there are.
Miles Copper would be one of them.
Plummer would be another.
Miles Copper coming in this game tonight, 690 yards in the season, 5.2 yard per average per play.
And this offensive line for Central Dauphin would be another if you categorize them, because they're doing a nice job protecting the quarterback, open up some running lanes.
You really sense they're a unit. I mean, you watch them standing up. It looks like the Dallas Cowboys in the old day, standing up together and
going back down. Tom Landry's squad, no doubt.
So we'll bring up now 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play there. CD East stops him at the line of scrimmage. 8:36 to go, and very content right now to run the football, eat some clock, keep the ball in your hands. Other team can't catch up when you have it.
And should the Rams score and make the extra point, that'll put them up 35 in the 2nd half, which means we'd have a running clock throughout after that.
Don't forget to watch the Fox 43 team tonight. Football Frenzy at 11 o'clock. They'll have all the scores from South Central Pennsylvania. Here he goes again. Around the corner, Plummer slides down, and he'll maybe get a yard or 2 on the play.
Isaiah Moon, 2-way tackle, helps him up. Sees a lot more on offense. He's actually a guard in this. He would usually be a tackle on offense, but he's a guard due to Rob Stock and Bouchon anchoring the tackle positions.
So we'll bring up 3rd down now. Looks about 6 yards to go at the 30-yard line. It didn't look like Plummer got very much on that, but you take a look at it, he got like 3 yards. But a better job of covering him that time by the CD's defense.
And by him sliding there, he doesn't go out of bounds. That keeps the clock moving. That saves an extra.
Right.
Can take another 35 seconds off the clock.
Just we saw Armstrong stepping out of bounds earlier. We see Plummer making sure he stays in.
Timeout Central Dauphin.
So timeout on the field for the Rams. We'll take one as well. 7:28 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 42-14. The Central Dauphin Rams lead it. It's the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and Workin' dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back. It is 7:28 to go in the third quarter. 42-14, Central Dauphin with the ball and the lead. Gary Sutton, Ford Chapman with you on our whole Invicta crew here tonight at Landis Field. Plummer, double handoff. No, they're going to fake it, and he's going to get driven to the outside. Is Crummel, but Crummel turning it into a big gain again and more. Crummel crosses field 40, going to 30, down to the 20. Crummel to the 10. He has been explosive inside the 5. And finally driven out of bounds, and then penalty flags over on the far sideline. Looks like it might be an unsportsmanlike. Wow. It looked like they had him stuck on the sideline. He found a way to get out of it again, Crummel.
That's the speed. Number 5, I think it was defensively. It looked like that from, we'll see the replay here, but for the Panthers, you got to just try, I think it might have been Arp. You got to keep him inside and just the old contain theory. Don't let him get to the sidelines because you had him pretty well hemmed up. They read the play really well, the fake reverse.
He was out at the 33-yard line and took off and all the way down now.
Here it is.
To the 3. Take a look.
Bad angle by Arp. See the bad angle? He's going. You got to utilize that speed and respect that speed. And look at the play Crummel makes on the cut here.
Look at the 2 cuts right there to get across. And then just heading for the end zone down to the 3-yard line before he was pushed out of bounds.
And they got him for tackling 5 yards out of bounds. That was the penalty.
Yeah. So unsportsmanlike there. So apparently went out at the half the distance of the goal line. Here's your handoff. McCullough banged up right there short of the touchdown.
Gary, 3 minutes left at Cumberland Valley. The Eagles lead the Little Lions of State College 17-10.
Wow. And 3 minutes left in the ball game.
Yep.
Going to keep our eye on that one. That has big ramifications here for a few teams right now, like Harrisburg High and Cumberland Valley in the Commonwealth Conference.
Cumberland Valley for the playoffs, and also Harrisburg High with a win here against Central Dauphin next week. They'll lock up that Commonwealth title.
And there's a slash over the right side to McCullough, and McCullough in for the touchdown from 3 yards out, and McCullough, with some hard work tonight, gets rewarded with a 3-yard touchdown run. It makes it 48-14 here with 6:28 to go in this one. Second touchdown run tonight, this one via the 3-yard route for McCullough. He's done some good hard running here. Take a look again. It's off, it gets behind that big line, and that line has just been solid all night long. And now in for the extra point again is Finn Garner. Snap down, kick up, kick again is good, and Garner has been perfect all night long. 49-14 with 6:28 to play. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Plays 94 yards, 3:31 the time taken, and Kyle McCullough cashes in with his second touchdown of the night from the 3-yard line. Parents, go to advancedhoops.com to sign up for Central Dauphin area community programs featuring novice skill builders, 2nd and 3rd grade rec boys and girls, 3rd, 4th, and 5th and 6th, and even a middle school boys and girls winter basketball league. Advanced Hoops is filling the gap for the Central Dauphin families, providing affordable winter basketball training. Go to advancedhoops.com right now to show all the classes and options for winter signups. December 9th comes quickly. Registration is now open at advancedhoops.com. Kickoff again from Central Dauphin here. Be taken again by Cofield. Cofield up the gut. Cofield makes a move here near the 30-yard line. It's going to be out at about the down about the 27-yard line. We'll be 1st and 10 here for the Panthers. Down right now 49-14.
Aiden Smith on the tackle, the free safety for the Rams, covering the kickoff there. And the mercy rule has taken effect here at 35 points in the second half. And that clock's going to continue to run with the exception of timeouts, touchdowns, etc.
Keeping our eye right now on the Cumberland Valley State College game, and if Cumberland Valley's lead holds there, 7-point lead with 3 minutes to play, we're going to get jumbled atop that Commonwealth Conference. There's your handoff again. Porter across the 30, out near about the 32-yard line. Some tough running for Jared Porter.
And that's a final. Cumberland Valley has defeated State College 17-10. If we had said a month ago that that was going to happen, you wouldn't have had many takers.
They've just gotten better and better and better, and they've won the tough games they've had to win. So Cumberland Valley with a big upset there against State College tonight. And maybe it's not that big. 2nd down and 5 yards to go here. Ball at the 32-yard line for the Panthers. And another handoff for Porter. Oh, wow. Porter dodges. I'll tell you what, you almost thought he lined up in the backfield that time. Number 54, that was Zachary Coleman. He came a rushing, and Porter ducked him for a moment, but
Porter has a lot of guts, plays with a lot of heart. I'm impressed with his little undersized, but just plays so hard. And
tough player.
No
Very
quitting
tough
him.
player. So it'll be 3rd down now, 5 yards to go, 4:51 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock running right now. Pass out to the flat, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Now, do you go for it here? Probably.
Pass complete to number 5, Idris Harp.
Pass hooked up there with Idris Harp.
He's out across the 40 to the,
Going to bring up 4th down and a short 2 or a long 1, whatever way you want to look at it. Looks like a good 1 yard.
Got expecting to bring Porter back in, but no, they're going to stay empty and just throw the ball out of empty.
Wow.
Or quarterback draw. Just quick
There's
hitter
the
to
quick
Porter.
pass to Porter, and Porter couldn't hold on to it. Man, they had him wide open in the seam. That could have been 6.
That's several times that Porter has just not held onto a football that's been right at him. And I know what some coaches are saying, take those gloves off. But I know it's a little wet here, and I think he would usually make a lot of those catches, Gary.
Well conceived play there as they were kind of running alleys that time before, and they had Porter in a really nice alley, and he had a ways to run if he caught that ball. So it's 4th down. It goes over to CD again. 4:12 to go, and you got to think you're going to see the ball pretty much just stay on the ground again here for the Central Dauphin Rams. Winning right now 49-14, and a flag is thrown.
That's the 3rd time they have looked over at the sidelines, and somebody has either moved or jerked their hands, which simulates a snap potentially.
They're saying the center moved that time. A 5-yard penalty to make it 1st down and 15.
That looks like Sheeler snapping right now. Yeah, Colton Sheeler, sophomore O-lineman. His grandfather was the athletic director here and former football coach.
Central Dauphin with 2 losses in the Commonwealth Conference right now, but looking for playoffs in District 3, obviously.
And they have enough parts that they can be a team to be reckoned with, no doubt about it, in these District 3 playoffs.
Harrisburg High coming here to Landis Field next week to play Central Dauphin.
It's Harris.
Handoff again. It's going to go to Harris. John Harris III. What a great name to have. And
you already know, Gary. I've already instructed him when he has his first son, what he's going to be called.
The 4th.
That's right. I said, don't be afraid to call him 4 Harris if you want.
You got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 3:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
And welcome back. The clock ticking now at 2:59. Third down. And a mile to go here, and they might get the mile back right here. Racing to the outside, not getting near enough back to the 45-yard line, maybe 46. It'll bring up fourth down now for Central Dauphin.
Which is, you would expect to bring Temple onto the field, and his second time he's going to punt tonight.
So Zach Temple in there to punt. Temple, a 5'9" senior. Had a great punt. The only other punt he had tonight, big high punt that was returned for nothing. So Zach Temple back in there. And back to receive it is the always dangerous Jared Porter. You can bet CD is going to be coming here as they're going to let the clock run down. So delay of game against Central Dauphin. They'll march it back now 5 yards. So eating up every single second they can. And what's your thought there, taking a delay of game in that situation for?
Well, you're just trying to run the clock down, and I'd rather snap it with 1 or 2 seconds left, but the play clocks are not working, so
right.
Giving up 5 yards, take time off.
Again,
up by 35, you can do that.
Yeah, you can. Ooh, this one way too high and way too short. And again, when you're up by 35, you can do that too, but
it's a 4-yard punt.
A 4-yard punt. So it'll be first down and 10 now for CD East, and I'm watching Jallo, who is limping. He's been limping since the first half, but boy, you talk about a gamer. He's out there playing.
Yes, he is. Tough kid.
Damaj Jallo. Been impressed with his moxie tonight, too. He's got a nice little gun for an arm, and he's had a couple guys drop some passes tonight on him. So here's Central Dauphin East trying to get some points on the board here. Late third quarter, 1:28 to go.
Look at this set, a quads bunch to the wide side of field. You don't see that very often.
They need another man in there. Another guy not in the game. So very quickly they're going to get the lineman in there. That is number 74, Amir Masoudi. Make that Masoudi, rather. Forgive me. You got that bubble screen kind of look. Porter trying to get something back. He's actually going to lose a yard on the play.
Good hustle by Tolan. He didn't make the play, but he got there to force it, and then on the tackle was 24, Salvaggio, as well as number 6, Kurtz.
And Fran's always somewhere in the neighborhood there as well. So it'll be second down now and 11. 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Capital Blue Cross post game featuring Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game and the Hoffman Ford player of the game. Here's your handoff. Right up the middle, some good hard running there by number 22, Alante Caceres.
He should be able to get one more play before the quarter's over here as the clock continues to run.
Caceres with his first carry of the evening. Doesn't look like they're in any hurry to run that last play.
We're just going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter.
And the clock will run down at the end of the third quarter here as we finally tick down officially to 0, and it's 49-14. We head to the fourth. Central Dauphin leads it all here on High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo number 1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
And Travis Sparks, our statistician, lets us know tonight that at the end of the third quarter, CD has 334 total yards, East with 235. And taken down there is Caceres in the game. No gain on the play.
Joey Bass on the play along with Wydra, Mason Wydra. There's an example where statistics sometimes don't tell the story. And when you have a kickoff return for a touchdown, you have some short fields and you capitalize on it. Score a good amount of points without gaining a boatload of offensive yards per se.
So you look at the Mid-Penn Commonwealth standings so far, and Harrisburg at 7-1 overall, 5-0 in the conference. Cumberland Valley 4-1 now, make that 5-1 with that win, and State College now drops to 4-2. And they will be tied then with Central Dauphin here in third place with a win here tonight.
And that leads us to our first trivia question of the night. In the Mid-Penn Commonwealth, what was the first time there was a more than one team tied for the top spot at the end of the regular season?
Well, you got me on that one.
And I'll give you a hint, it was not a co-champion. It was the 4th year. One more hint, it was the 4th year of the Mid-Penn, the 1985 season.
New uniforms in there now. Gavin Kirkpatrick is now the quarterback.
He's a junior.
So new uniforms in there. Good handoff there. Again, John Harris the third, and John Harris trying to get some runs.
And the official on the tackle.
Unfortunately, good block by the official there.
He may have been gone, Gary.
He looked like he was off to the races there, was John Harris the third.
He stood, that umpire stood him up on the go.
I think the umpire just ran over there and said, hey, I'm sorry.
But he didn't wrap up. The umpire did not wrap up, and that's why Harris kept his feet after he took the shot. Wasn't expected to take the shot. He had daylight.
We're going to get a lot of handoffs right now. John Harris, the third back there, and he will probably be the focus of a few of those handoffs coming up. Gavin Kirkpatrick, a junior quarterback, 5'10", 170 pounds. There's handoff again to Harris. Harris is yanked down there in the backfield. In on the tackle, number 55, Xavier Okariki.
Gary, I'm surprised Rick Fox, our play-by-play guy, or the announcer here in the booth for the game, did not say that that was Randy Smith that held up the running back. Great hit by that umpire.
Tell you what, Smith took a hit though, huh?
Yes, he did.
Got back up, said not staying down on that one. There goes Harris again. Harris just banging off that left side. Not going to get a lot as CD East rises up.
All right, we'll give one more hint at home for that trivia question. Okay. There were 4 Division I running backs from 2 of the 3 teams that tied for the lead, all with 1 loss. 1985 regular season, Mid-Penn Division I, now called the Commonwealth. Next break we get, we'll give you the answer.
1981, right?
85.
85.
The 4th year of the Mid-Penn.
Okay. There's Harris, and Harris got some room to run, and you're going to get a flag thrown all the way across the field. Was it a hold? Maybe a face mask. Let's see what the preliminary look is here. Central Dauphin is walking back. So it's against Central Dauphin. So I'm thinking Cumberland Valley is one of the teams.
Cumberland Valley had just won the Mid-Penn and district title the year before in '84. There were no state playoffs until '88. And the next year in '85, Carlisle with senior running back Michael Owens, who scored 3 touchdowns in the Big 33 game. Went to Syracuse, obviously. They got upset by Cumberland Valley at Cumberland Valley 17-15. Give you the rest in a moment.
So here's Kirkpatrick. New number back there now. I believe number 33, that's Grady Curry, senior running back in there. There's Harris in motion, fumbled snap. Good coverage on the play there by Demir Maxwell from CD East.
Looks like Gavin Kirkpatrick had little chance to get that one. That was way off to his left. Looks like we're going to give the ball to Curry on the handoff.
Skipped across the ground, so brings up 4th down now.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
May as well here.
So Kirkpatrick.
Maybe we're just going to take a timeout and let the clock wind down, take a timeout and regroup, looks like.
7:15 left in this one. 49-14, Central Dauphin comfortably in front. Now tie with State College for 3rd place in the Commonwealth Conference after the upset tonight. Well, and again, I said upset. I'm probably not doing a service to Cumberland Valley. The win tonight by Cumberland Valley, 17-10 over State College. So Harrisburg High, if they can come in and win next week, wins the conference.
But they tie with Harrisburg, should Harrisburg lose to CD. Now, back to the trivia question. A few weeks after that Cumberland Valley upset by 2 points of Carlisle, Carlisle traveled to the old McDevitt to play against Ricky Waters, Sean Borowski, and Jimmy Bryant, 3 Division I running backs, all in the field at the same time in the wing tee. Tim Rimple's wing tee, and 22-21 upset. Carlisle scored to make it 21-20. Michael Owens' 3rd touchdown. They faked a handoff on the 2-point conversion, hit Mark Bricker, the receiver, on an out route, and upset McDevitt 22-21.
Wow. Pretty good W there, huh?
Yes. And then a few weeks later, Cumberland Valley went into McDevitt Field, and Harry Chapman III, the coach of Cumberland Valley, elected to punt and kick to Ricky Waters. Ricky Waters, a punt return and a kickoff return. 49-14 McDevitt. 3-way tie. Carlisle, Cumberland Valley, and Bishop McDevitt.
And what did Coach Chapman say to his son for after that game?
Well, I was in college playing at the time, but so I didn't see any of those games. But Carlisle ended up getting a rematch with Cumberland Valley in the district final at Hershey and won. And Bishop McDevitt won the AAA final over Conestoga Valley, but there were no state playoffs, as I alluded to earlier, till '88.
Isn't it funny how these teams, how many times see a team lose to someone during the course of the season, come back and win during the playoffs once they all got started?
Yes.
We saw with Harrisburg and Manheim Township last year. They've got a real rivalry going, those two schools.
Yes, they do, and one would expect them to see each other again this season.
Yep.
For the 2nd time.
Here's the handoff off the right side, and wide open running space and a 1st down very quickly from CD East as Caceres with a nice run.
The word I got for that game the first time they played, though, Gary, Lightning caused it to not be played Friday night. They came back Saturday, played at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
So
not
that's
a normal
tough on
playing
a team.
time.
No,
yeah.
Especially for a team that had to go back home and be there and start a 10 a.m. kick. That's a lot of travel and not a whole lot of sleep.
And that could have a big effect on a team, so we'll see.
Now that takes nothing away.
No.
At all from what Manheim Township's doing.
Yeah, Coach Evans with a great team there.
Yes, he does. He's doing a fabulous job there.
Darian Cofield with another run, another 1st down here for CDE. So we start to think about our Hoffman Ford player of the game here tonight. Who stands out in your mind as you're considering players right now?
It's a very good question because it's been a whole team effort by the Rams here.
Man, you talk about the team tonight here, and, you know, Mateo Crummel. Mateo Crummel with 2 big runs tonight, a couple touchdowns.
Kickoff return.
The kickoff return that started the game, just got them on fire right away. Pass out in the flat here. Nice pass to Amir Lamel, his 1st catch of the night. Gets the ball out to the 30-yard line near first down yardage.
There's no doubt about it. We're going to pick a player of the game, but it's been a total team effort. Special teams, offense, and defense by this entire Central Dauphin Ram team. They really played quality football today.
And you mentioned that offensive line as well. It just plays together so well. They are really, really tough. Plummer tonight, running the offense, and every time in the first half where Central Dauphin East wanted to get off the field, 4 rushes for 107 yards.
Yes, all by back to pass and finding a gap and a seam and taking off with the football.
They talk about Miles Copper tonight. A couple touchdowns there for him. Here's a pass toward the end zone and not going to get it. Good coverage one-on-one downfield.
That's Tag Salvaggio, junior DB.
So we're going to 3rd down and 1 now.
Jallo was trying to hit Arp there down the sidelines. Good ball.
Lots of new uniforms in the game here. You're going to bring Ken Idris, over to the other side. So 2 receivers near side. This looks like one of those plays where you see Jallo probably run. 1 yard to go. Straight back. Jallo flat. Has his man. Good pass. All the way down to the end zone. Are they going to get into the end zone? You betcha. Touchdown from 31 yards out as he finally hooked up again with Darian Cofield. 31-yard touchdown pass from Jallo to Cofield, and Cofield into the end zone for the TD here at the 3:37 mark of the 4th quarter.
There's your replay. Good run after the catch. Defenders all around him reaching out for him, but not able to bring him down as he hits pay dirt for Cofield.
They've had some offense. They've had some offense here tonight. They put some offense on the board this year. The problem is you also got 49 up against you on the other side.
It's just we gotta quickly figure out how to mesh.
So here's the kick up, and it was tipped
off the upright.
And that effort by Arp, no good. So the ball will be kicked off here, but touchdown nevertheless, 49-20, 3:37 to go in this one. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV's Game of the Week.
You may recycle your electronics, appliances, and mercury thermostats at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
In addition to 8 local drop-off sites for recyclable materials.
Recycling matters in Dauphin County.
Since 2001, Dauphin County has recycled over 10,000 tons of electronics.
And 1.6 million tons of recyclables like cardboard and plastics.
Keep up the great work.
Bring it on!
That's fine.
And welcome back. This is High School Sports Live TV, and it's 49-20 now. The score by CD. So you kind of think there's probably going to be an onside kick here. We're talking about players of the game and some of the people considered right now. Plummer, who's been outstanding tonight at quarterback, he's out of the game now. So the kickoff coming up here from Leo Fury. A whole lot of good hands people up here in the front. Fury's going to pop it up short. And it bounces down the field. It hasn't been picked up yet. Finally is picked up, and rounding the corner here, you might have a little bit of action. Number 24 with the pickup, Tag Salvaggio, and Salvaggio all the way back out to about the 35-yard line.
What looked at like a chance, like he wasn't going to pick that thing up enough. The ball took a different hop away from him. He did a really good job getting it and making some positive yardage all the way out, as you mentioned, to the 30-plus yard line. Backups are in for the Rams. They were in on defense. They're in on offense. Looks like CD East is getting some new people in as well. Timeout East.
So CD East with a timeout here. 3:16 to go in this one. We'll take one final timeout, and we'll come right back. This is the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week on Fox 43.2.
Breaker box is toast. Recommend the whole rewiring.
Well, that sounds expensive. Is that something a home equity loan could help with?
No clue, but listen. If you're trying to make money fast, head down to the horse track and let it all ride on old Cloud Stomper. Jockey's my cousin. Well, second.
That works for you?
It will work. It will.
Let me think about that.
Borrow better with our range of fast and easy loans. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
And by the way, on the CD's touchdown, 5 plays, 68 yards, 3 minutes and 20 seconds for them. And so coming down to the end of this ball game, and if you missed it earlier, State College down tonight by Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley with a 1 loss on the season, so that means that Harrisburg, who's undefeated, comes in here next week to play Central Dauphin in what should be a magnified game, if you will. Central Dauphin, with this win tonight, will go to 4-2. They'll be tied with State College for 3rd place in the Commonwealth. Cumberland Valley will be in 2nd place with 1 loss, and they'll be waving the green and white pom-poms next week for Central Dauphin. Hopefully they can, from their standpoint, upset Harrisburg High. Here's Caceres again, slashing off the left side. Almost exclusively on the ground now for Central Dauphin. No reason to put it in the air with the big lead. Lots of new uniforms in the game. And I said Caceres, I meant Mark Lebo wearing number 22 in that last carry. Caceres number 22 on the CDE side. So Kirkpatrick's still in there at the quarterback spot. Clock ticks down under 3 minutes to go. Capital Blue Cross post-game report coming up right after this. In motion, Lebo. Lebo gets it again. Lebo rounds the near sideline, or near side, gets it down within about 3rd and 1.
Lebo's a tough sophomore, 2-way player. Going to show a lot of promise in the future for the Rams. There's a lot of seniors on this football team, a lot of senior veterans.
Kirkpatrick spreads the offense out. Might be carrying this himself.
There's going to be somebody coming in motion to get this jet sweep, most likely.
There comes the jet sweep. There's your handoff again, but tripping and coming up short of the 1st down. In fact, losing probably a yard on the play. So is Lebo tripping up there, and it'll be 4th down now.
Looked like the quarterback, Gavin Kirkpatrick, may have, or their feet may have intertwined. The snap was a little bit high.
New player into the game right now, wearing number 81. And why do I think he's carrying the play in here for the moment? That's Wiley Payton. To the fake, Kirkpatrick out to the flat. Nice pass, 1st down, nice controlled play. And Payton finds his man, Anthony Newhart, out there. So 1st down here for Central Dauphin, ticking down to a minute. And just running the clock down here as far as they can. No need to do a whole lot more in this situation. So 40 seconds to go. And he'll take a knee now, and that's going to pretty much be it here. So Central Dauphin taking care of business here on the CD East homecoming night with a resounding 49-20 win here as both teams shaking hands. They know each other pretty well in the school district here. And getting ready for a big showdown next week with Harrisburg High. Now ticking down to 6 seconds, and that is just about going to do it here. 49-20, your final score. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back with our Capital Blue Cross post-game report, including the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game, the Capital Region Insurance Agency Play of the Game, and more. Right after this. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm gonna have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment, I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that homeownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
That's everything. Receipts in the bag.
Awesome. Say, how do you, budget?
Well, I have a spreadsheet that I update annually.
Okay.
And I round up on income and round down on expenses.
Well, that sounds backwards, right?
No, I'm pretty sure that's right. Income up, debt down. Looks good on paper.
Huh.
Keep your budget in shape with our personal finance tool. Have better conversations about your money with the right people at F&M Trust.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome to our post-game report here, brought to you by Capital Blue Cross. 49-20, the final here tonight. Central Dauphin wins with the win. They go to 4-2 now, or make that 4-2 in the conference now overall, and 6-3, and playoff hope still very much alive. And a big game coming up with Harrisburg next week. On the other side, 1-5 in the conference now for CD East, and they go to 3-6 overall. So just the exact opposite. Gary Sutton with you, Fort Chapman here in our post-game report, and talk a little bit about this whole big game tonight for Central Dauphin. They came in here smoking, and they never looked back. And one of the things we talked about, the offensive line, the constant there all night long for.
Yeah, and I think not just the 5 offensive linemen, but also 2 tight ends in the game a lot.
Yeah.
That put 7 guys at the point of attack, and I thought that the quarterback play, Plummer, did a really solid job, both with his arm and his legs, and ran the show.
And the one thing tonight that really stood out, too, is in the first half, when the game was still undecided, Central Dauphin East could never get Central Dauphin off the field. Big plays by Plummer constantly on third down just accounted for momentum builder for Central Dauphin, and they just kept rolling in the first half.
Great point. The 2 times in the first half when East made a run and got in the end zone, Central Dauphin answered right back, no doubt.
Did a great job tonight. Well, let's take a look right now at our F&M Trust play of the game, and it was a good one, and it was the opening play of the game tonight. Mateo Crummel is the guy who accounted for this. Take a look. This is the opening kickoff of the game. 81 yards. He takes off, and watch this journey.
From a unique angle. Sometimes a kick returner, you want to hit the hole quickly. He just sort of read it a little bit and then used his speed to do the rest, and that set the tone of the football game right there.
And there you see it from the angle we saw initially, and there's Crummel. Look at this reading. And then finds the corner and gets around the corner and takes off and puts on the afterburners and heads in the end zone, an 81-yard touchdown run, opening play of the game. Talk about deflating you if you're CD East and inflating you if you're Central Dauphin. That's exactly what Crummel's run did there. Now,
and then we had an interception right after that, and CD scored again quickly.
Yeah.
And it was a 14-0 hole that East was never able to dig themselves out of.
It was, exactly right, and a great point to be made there tonight. Momentum was on the side of the green and white, and it just never stopped throughout the course of the evening. Although I got to say, CD East had some moments tonight. They looked pretty good, and they had some big plays as well, some yardage they piled up, just not enough to overcome this well-oiled machine tonight, which is Central Dauphin. Now, our Hoffman-Ford player of the game tonight, we had a whole lot of people to pick from, but the guy we thought really handled it tonight, and in the first half, when it really counted, made some big plays, Plummer, the quarterback wearing number 1 for Central Dauphin. He showed some real moxie and showed some presence. Watch him. And they needed to get off the field, and he never was accounted for in the first half, and he just made big play after big play, including a touchdown in the first half.
And none of these were designed runs.
No.
That's the thing about it. And here's a great example. The rush got too far upfield. Plummer got a little lane and made something happen.
And look at him getting down the field. He did
Here's a touchdown.
4 times in the first half. Big plays, and here he is running in for the touchdown. Plummer, tonight's Hoffman-Ford player of the game. And, of course, Hoffman-Ford is one of the great sponsors here of both these programs here, CD and CD East. They do an awful lot for the programs in this community. Well, I got to tell you, our next broadcast is a big one next week. It's going to be York at Central York, and that is a game that a lot of people are gunning for right now in the York Area League. Could decide the championship there in Division I, so another big game much like here with Central Dauphin and Harrisburg. You can go to our full schedule at our website at www.hsslivetv.com for our full game schedule for the 2023 High School Sports Live broadcast. Thanks so much to Invicta Incorporated tonight, our director this evening, Reagan, and our whole staff here giving you these pictures all night long. Fox 43 Sports, don't forget to check out Fox Football Frenzy. I'll spit that all out at 11 o'clock tonight. Thank you to Fort Chapman. Thank you to Vinny here with us tonight, who always does a great job. And thanks to all of you for watching this week's High School Sports Live broadcast. Again, our game next week will be York High at Central, a big win in York County. Again, the final score tonight here, Central Dauphin 49, Central Dauphin East 20. For all of our staff here, I'm Gary Sutton. Have a great evening, everyone. Okay, and then we can do this quick thing for them and